Hang on a minute. Okay, I think we're ready. Oh, I'm tired. Just like yesterday, no, not yesterday, day before. I've completely lost track of time, like genuinely. In my head, it's Monday. It's actually Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, it is. See, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Oh, this is cooked. Anyway, today we are doing something unfathomably cool. Now, I'm going to trust that you can all read. Some of you may not be able to read English, and that's fine, but I'm hoping that you can, because, well, I shouldn't have to explain what we're doing today, because you can read, you know what I mean? So, I don't need to reveal what we're doing, because you can already see what we're doing. What I'm going to do, though, is, show you know what's going on? Can I move the thing? I can't, well, I'm not going to remove it. That took me an hour to make, you know? But I can, you know, put it on the actual thing. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. Are we here? Are we okay? I think we are. Alright. That's a good song. Okay. So, yeah. We're doing another CHECO career. Why? Because I love the bloke. And why not? You know what I mean? Now, because of the power of mods, now I have had some inconsistencies with mods recently, just sort of, them not working. Yeah, I have assembled some mods together, and I have cooked, basically. I have cooked. So first off, before we actually go into the career mode, I'm going to show you all the liveries that we've got, because we've got 11 liveries, technically 10, but 11, because CADILLAC's in 11th team. And they are super, super cool. So first off, we have the McLaren. It's not orange. I don't know, really. For some reason, there is quite a broad choice of livery for pretty much every team, except McLaren. For some reason, McLaren just didn't get juiced by the mod makers. You can either have it orange, like the normal one, red, or chrome. So I've gone for chrome because it looks sick. So yeah, shout out, I forgot the bloke's name, but by the way, it is also new. I should probably say it, I'll say it every half an hour, but every single mod I'm using for this career mode, you can find in my description. There is a link to it and the person who made it. So that took an hour, but worth it. Next up is Ferrari, and it's the one I usually use. It is a flashback, if you will, to their 2021 livery, because it just looks better than the 25 livery. And same with McLaren, really. You don't really get many choices. You either get, like, one-off liveries, so like the one they used in Monza or Monaco or something, or you can make it blue. And I just think that's a bit crap. So we've gone with that. Next up is Red Bull again. Actually, here's the top four. I don't know. Let's just move on. I'm just going to stop repeating myself. Red Bull, we have gone also historical, like the previous two teams. And it's a subtle difference, but we have got a more purple version of the car, which is a nod to the sort of early 2010s. And it's also got some Ford sponsoring on the rear wing. Looks cool. Next up is Mercedes. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, I forgot I got that. I wonder why you can't use that in career mode. That'd be quite cool. Anyway, Mercedes is also a nod back in history. To the W11. One of the, I think it is, in my opinion, the fastest car ever built. It's basically just the normal Mercedes, but black. But it looks awesome, I think. It's got that real nice stealth look. Next up, you can also see that we've got some UI changes, because some mods just come with that. It's going to be Honda, which is in replacement of Aston Martin. Yeah, looks really sick. Got the white and red combination, like the early 2000s, 2008 kind of thing. Next up is going to be Alpine, which has been turned into Renault from like 2019, 2020, that kind of era. Because why not? I'll be honest, there was actually 3 more liveries for Renault that I wanted to try. The first one was my Benetton livery, which does work, but I feel like I use it too much, and it's a bit ugly. Not the actual livery, but the colours. The green and pink doesn't really blend, in my opinion. And I did try another Renault mod that is it comes with a lot more stuff. The livery's nice, the same as this, but you get like garages and logos and stuff, but that didn't work, unfortunately. So we got this. Lovely. Next up is Haas, and it's kind of a nod to when they first joined F1 in like 2016 and 17. It's basically just their normal livery, but it's a bit of like a very like low saturated blue-grey kind of thing. And then we have Racing Bulls, which has been turned into Maserati. Again, why not? This is actually the first livery that isn't like an old team, which is fun. Oh, yes, mother! Squids! Ah, yes, squids. Good reference. Alright, Trickster. I mean, unless there's a character limit, yeah, that... Part by part, sure thing. That might cover a lot of the chat. Do you know what I could do? I've got a link tree that's got all of my mods in it. I'll just add all the ones to that, and then I can just have it show up in the chat every 10 minutes, and then people can just look on it. Do you know what I mean? I'm very laggy right now, as in you're laggy or my stream's laggy, because one of them is a lot more important to me. Of course, I'm sorry, you know, internet's a bit slow, but yeah. Anyway, moving on, like I said, Maserati is the first, like, custom team. And then we've got 2 more, I'll go for them quick. Williams is now purple, and I've got Porsche sponsoring, because it looks sick. I also noticed on the rear wing, it says it's got Porsche with 2 C's. I imagine to cover up the wing. Sure. Oh, the whole car's got 2 C's on it. I doubt anyone will notice that, but that's quite fun. And the final team you can see is Sauber, which has been replaced by Audi. So, awesome stuff. Right, bing ding ling. I remember I complimented your name last time. Now, those were just the liveries that we're using. You could also see some of the race suits. I wish I could show you the race suits, but I probably can. I'll do that after, though. However, this is arguably more important than all the liveries and stuff, because if you go on my driver career, you will notice Cadillac F1 team, Sergio Perez. If I click on said career mode, we will see something fantastic. And there he is. Using the power of mods, I not only have his name, I've also got, like, him. Like, his face. Like, him. Like, it is him. Do you know what I mean? It's unreal. And also, as a little extra thing, on top of everything I've already showed you, again, using power of mods, I have changed all of the team names. Well, not all of them, but some of them. So, Red Bull now have Ford at the end. Williams have Porsche. Honda is actually called Honda. Renault's called Renault rather than Alpine. Audi's in place of Sauber. Haas have got the TGR at the front, which is Toyota Gazoo Racing. Maserati, and then, obviously, Cadillac. By the way, Cadillac is replacing Connosport, and unfortunately, I don't know why, but it used to, like, not replace the flags, and it would just have no flag. Now it just shows the original driver's flag. Of course, Sergio Perez replaces Aiden Jackson, and Valtteri Bottas replaces Cali Mayer. So, unfortunately, the only downside to all of this is that the drivers' flags are going to, well, for Sergio and Valtteri, is going to show Great Britain. However, I feel like compared to everything that we've got in this career mode, that is absolutely nothing. Now, I want to see if I can show the race suits. I can. So Red Bull got a bit of purple. McLaren are red, which is cool. Ferrari, I don't know, I can't tell if that, I think that's just the same. Mercedes, I think, is also the same. Williams, as you can see, is now black with purple and red accents. Honda is red and white. Renault is yellow. Haas are the same, or they might be a little bit different, I can't tell. Audi have got Audi. Maserati, and then, they just, okay, you just don't get changed, unfortunately, Colopinto. You're so mid, you are so unbelievably mid, that they don't even bother to change your race suits. That's hilarious. Now, I am aware I've been stalling for way too long, over 10 minutes, but I feel like I have to show everything because this is just so cool to me. The fact that I can play F1 25, I can have 10, 11 custom teams, I can put Checo Perez back in the game, and I can change all the team names. I can't get over it. It is so amazing. It is genuinely amazing. Hi from New Zealand. Shout out New Zealand. Lovely little place. Ain't that where quokkas come from? Or is that Tanzania? Not that's in Africa. Tasmania. Oh no. I pride myself on my geography knowledge. That's poor. What was I going to check? I was going to check something on my phone. I've just forgot. Unlucky. So yeah, the final thing I'll show before we start is the calendar. I'll quickly go through it. You can pause it if you want. I'll just show it. There you go. Got Melbourne and Japan today, and then Jeddah and Imola. Spain is an interesting one. I don't know why I've put Spain on there. I hate Spain. That's an odd one. Canada, Austria, Spa, Monza, and then Baku, Singapore, Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. Decent stuff, right? I think we just get into it, you know? I feel like I've done enough stalling. There's nothing else to go over. You've seen the race suits, you've seen the driver changes, you've seen the team name changes, you've seen the livery changes, you've seen everything, and I think we're just about ready to go. And I don't know why I'm not... I mean, I kind of know why. I've already explained it, but there's just a different vibe around this. I can't explain it. Like, the Schumacher career mode, and even the Lamborghini one, they feel good to do. Like, when I finish them, I'm like, you know, this is class. You know? Oh, I don't get team changes, but that's fine. We'll allow that. No one cares about this screen anyway, let's be honest. But it's just, like, different about this. It just feels really good. Didn't know Casey had a British brother. I mean, apart from the fact he's about quadruple my weight, then sure, go off. We have Kiwis. You do have Kiwis. Ain't that a nickname for what you call, like, people from your country? I heard someone say that Liam Lawson's a Kiwi. I think that's what they do. I'll be honest, Dennis, that is, like, I don't think you need to get rid of them for that. Purely because it's just not insulting, it's just boring, do you know what I mean? I do like Kiwis, to be fair. They might be up there with my favourite fruit, I can't lie. They are nice. They're quite rare to find in England, but they are good. Okay. Practice. I'm familiar with practice. I understand how the game works, so that's good. Let's begin. The first lap. Why are there not 24 races? For the simple fact that it would just take too long to actually make progress. I mean, you gotta think, I'm doing this alongside 2 other career modes, and this is the 3rd one at the same time. Meaning, if I did 24 races, it would take me, like, 2 months to finish 1 season. And if I kept that up the whole year, I'd only get to, like, Season 6 by the time F1 27 comes out, which is in 2027. So, that's reason number 1. The second reason is that there are at least 8 tracks that I just absolutely despise and would just not want to drive on because it will just ruin the vibe of the stream. So there's those 2 reasons. Now hang on, what's been said? Fatty, again, yeah. I'd just leave them because they're just going to comment more, which helps the channel a bit, you know what I mean? I appreciate you're actually doing moderator work, though. That I do appreciate. It's quite rare to see. And this is the first lap of the career mode. You can also see we have got, I realised I didn't even show you lot the Cadillac livery itself. I just showed you, like, the others. But, yeah, you could see the halo of it, at least. And also in the top left, you can also see, we have the Cadillac logo. So, all is well, all is fantastic. Oh, shit. We have 3 colours of Kiwi. Groon. What is Groon? New colour invented, everyone. Green, gold, and red. I don't think I've seen any other than green. That sounds quite exciting. I'm hyped for Suzuka. I've got mixed feelings, to be honest, because I can go well around there. It's just, am I up for it? Like, if I'm locked in, if I'm like, yeah, this is my day, then I'll probably... Well, I don't know, because what I forgot to mention is that because our car is technically a Connor Sport, it's actually by far the worst car on the grid. So, the opening half of the season, maybe even the first season or two, is going to be quite a struggle, but that's kind of what probably Cadillac are going to be like in real life at the back of the grid, you know? Tell you one thing that happened with 2026, I think Nico will win a race. That is a bold prediction. I'm going to say Ollie Behrman gets a podium. Yeah. Decent stuff, okay. Next up, we'll do a bit of time management. A lot of bit of time management. Who's behind me? Oh, right, they're right behind me. Yep, let's be respectful, let them go. Okay, not we will do. I'll quickly show you a lot of the actual livery itself. Here it is. It's a lovely blue. I don't think Cadillac are going to use a blue and white combination in real life, but it's not real life, so we can imagine. And it is a lovely livery. I particularly love this bit, the wording, how it like blends into the side pod, and then they put the sponsor there. Mitz, however you say his name, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Has absolutely smashed this mod. And he also made the Audi mod that I'm using. So, shout out to him, because that guy's the GOAT. Lando bottle in 26, I mean, oh shit. What exactly can he bottle? Because I don't think McLaren are going to be very good. I still don't get why people call Lando's 20... It's unrelated to your comment, I just want to say it in general. I still don't know why people call Lando's 25 season, like, really bad. He still managed to score more points than pretty much anyone else in history. I know there's more races, but still. And he lost 50 points to his team that he had no input in. And he only had 2 bad weekends, maybe 3 in the whole season. Meanwhile, Max had more than that, and Piastri had nearly triple that. So it's a bit odd. I'm not saying it was, like, great. But it's nowhere near, like... I don't know. People compare his championship wins to, like, Jacques Villeneuve and Damon Hill and Jenson Button. But none of their championships were bad. You can't have a bad championship. That doesn't really exist. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, Schwan. Turn me assists off. No. What for, mate? Sorry I'm not being there for the last couple of streams. My exams are going on. That's good stuff. You should keep that up. Rose Queso 2.0. That's quite impressive, actually. We're 20 minutes in. I've had 2 Queso comments. I don't even know who he is. Well, of course, I've seen him. But I don't think I've ever heard him speak. And I don't know why people are making that comparison. He's at least 4 times heavier than me. And not like weight matters anyway. There you go. Right, I'm doing alright, Joshua. I'm doing pretty good, mate. I'm doing good. Vibes are high. I might be absolutely shattered, but yeah, not doing too bad. Hope you're doing good yourself. He's going to bottle multiple starts and fall to P1 to P6. I don't know about that one. He has had some absolute... To be fair, it was 2024, wasn't it? He had some, like, really dumb stat that he was just, like, losing a place on every single opening lap. Especially when he was on pole. But 25, he seems to be a lot better at race starts. Someone else for F1 has been neutered to an extent? In what way? I don't know. This is my first stream watching you. Welcome. It's lovely to have you. What am I doing? Oh yeah, race strategy. Because I've only watched F1 for about 4 to 5 years, it don't really feel any different. It just feels more like Hollywoody, which isn't a good thing, in my opinion. It's like more drama, everything's about the entertainment and like money. Racing wheel to wheel, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't race regardless because of these cars, and I don't think 26 is going to be any better in terms of, like, the size and all the overtake modes. I don't think that's going to help much, but the whole thing of, like, you know, if you're ahead at the apex, you're fine, all that bollocks. I also feel like, apart from maybe Hamilton and Alonso and maybe a couple of others, like, God knows, I feel like most people just forget how to race. They remind me of F1 25 players. It's like, if you're about to lose position, there's always contacts, because they just, you know, they just barge people off. I mean, think of Russell and Leclerc in Netherlands. That won, like, overtake of the year. And it weren't really an overtake. So, yeah, I know what you mean, and I agree. If you like music, check out the band called The Warning. 21, 24, and 26, check them out. I don't see why not. I'm one of those where, like, I'll say I listen to everything, and, like, I genuinely do. There is at least one song from every single genre that exists in the world that I do like a lot, so yeah. Might as well have a Butchers. I tell you what, this car doesn't feel too bad, considering it is by far the slowest on the grid. Of course, the actual R&D position doesn't matter too much. I've proven that I can win not just races, but championships in midfielders. I mean, in the Schumacher career, I'd lost the championship by 2 points, and realistically, it was my own incompetence that I lost. It wasn't because, like, Verstappen, who won, was, like, good. It was all in my hands, and I bottled it. And that car, the Benetton, was no better than 5th that entire season. So it don't really mean anything. I mean, I'm currently leading practice. That'll probably change as we move on and people do, like, quali laps and all that, but still. Should probably have my diff all the way down. Alright, let's see the tyre. Wait, I can put my diff on 5? Why would I ever do that? Okay, 10 diff. Well, that left side's getting its shit kicked in. Oh, why are they so different? How am I meant to remember that? I've had right bad indigestion the last couple of days. I don't know what it is. Thought I was going to die earlier. You know when you get that, like, couple 10 seconds of, like, chest pain and you think, oh god, cardiac arrest. George Russell's secret Santa was Charles. He gave George a picture of the overtake. I remember that. That's world class, by the way. Ah! And from the absolute depths of nowhere. Hang on, wait. I need to remember your name word for word. The common man spelling of Hamish by Andy. This is the important bit. I think you told me that's like a reference to something that I don't know. But yes. With the little $5 Australian. Absolute GOAT. Undisputed GOAT of the channel. Unreal. Thanks, mate. Happy New Year and I'm out. Enjoy your racing, mate. All the best. You too. And thank you very much. When you're losing wing on the F1 game, it's god-awful. That kind of makes sense, considering you've probably lost all matter of downforce, but it does. Not really happy with the tyre wear. I don't like how it's so unbalanced, you know? So it's about 4% on each tyre per lap on 10 diff. which ain't too bad. That means we should be able to one-stop fairly easily. Decent. I mean, I always prefer to one-stop on every single track, apart from the extreme high tire wears, like Zandvoort maybe. Because in a 50% race, there just aren't enough laps to justify a two-stop. You just don't, even if you're 2 seconds a lap quicker than everyone else, you're not going to justify an extra 20 seconds for a pit stop. Alright, Mamba, drive assist on, I got driving line and ABS, but the rest of them are off. I tried without the racing line, of course I have. I just simply choose not to use it, or to choose to not to turn it off, basically. That's all there is to it. I'm still learning, but even when I do, I'll probably keep it on. I like it. Makes the game nice and easy for me. What's that, like a V10? I've got a mod that changes it. You know, let's see if I can remember. This is purely just for the laugh of it. I'm probably going to crash, but let's see if I can remember. Here we go. Ooh. Link to the mod is in my description if you want to have a butcher's. Oh, I've gone too far. Did I? I know you meant to break at 100. What did I break at? Oh, I braked at 70. Yeah, no wonder. It's so much better? Well, it isn't, in my opinion. Is it faster? Absolutely. But I don't play the game to be, like, quick or the best, so that's why I use it. I can focus on being entertaining and reading chat. Simple as. It's quite literally just down to preference. Okay. I think we'll call it there for practice. 4 out of 5 on everything. Nice. Still fastest overall, and I haven't done a soft lap. Looking good. Looking good. I'm happy with that.
Incredible
First ever practice session for CHECO.
Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. I think that's all right. Yeah. I'll take it. Okay. We'll quick practice the rest of the objectives, and then it's time for the opening quali. It's his choice whether he wants to use in Racing Line ABS. Exactly, yes. I'm just saying this in general, not because of what Mamba said is perfectly valid. But there are people out there that get seriously disturbed by the fact I use assists, and especially the Racing Line. I've had death threats over it. I don't know why people get so bothered about how I play a game. If you're that bothered, there are 3 options. 1, stop watching me. 2, watch someone else. Or 3, play the game yourself. You know what I mean? Alright, Alex. I'm gonna go get a bottle of fruit beer and drink it while playing F1 and watching the King. That sounds like an absolute vibe. That sounds unbelievable. It's fixed? Nice one, Trickster. Love to hear that. Good stuff. It has been so long since I've had any, like, sip of alcohol. I've definitely felt a lot better since, to be fair, although I don't drink anything. I literally drink cider, so... Oh, Kratos says full time. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, actually. No, way. I want a nice balanced car. Let's go with 2121. Transmission's nice and high, brake bias low, and I genuinely believe we have got more than enough pace to get into Q3. I think a top 8, top 7 is very doable. We are racing at Melbourne, my friend. We are at Melbourne for the season opener. I don't get bothered, but I said, mate, it's not you. I'm just saying in general, do you know what I mean? How skillful am I at a game? I'd say I'm about as fast as you can go with the assists I use. I've still got some achievements to my name. I'm top 1,000 in a couple time trial tracks with assists. But no, I was just saying in general, you know? I'm not, I literally said, like, this is nothing related to your comment. You're making a perfectly valid question. I'm just saying in general, I wonder why people are so disturbed by it. That's all. Red Bull, Ferrari? If you asked me last year, Red Bull, because Checo's my favourite and he drove for Red Bull. Nowadays, easily Ferrari. I love Charlie. I like Hamilton. Good vibes. Love it. Yeah, I do apologise, member. I know that probably came off as me going on one, but yeah. I realise I need to get out there. I'm taking too long. Go, go, go. I don't know if it's good to be sad of not being able to drink, but I have vowed to never drink. I suppose, like, if you know, you might see, like, your mates go out and, like, go to a bar or something, then it's a bit like, oh, well, I miss out on that great time. But apart from that, I don't know. Ferrari is now bad. The team's bad, yeah, but I do like both of their drivers a lot, so for that reason, then sure. And I like Max, he's my third favourite driver, behind Jenson Button and Checo Perez, but I don't know, I just do prefer Ferrari right now, especially because of how Red Bull treated Checo, my absolute favourite. Not even related to Checo's podcast he done, just I know from watching him for 4 years, I know how badly they treated him. I just don't like him. Don't like him. Don't like it. Bad vibes. Little purple sector 2, I like it. Now, I kind of have to make this lap count because I don't think I'm going to get another chance. There are plenty other games. I don't, mate, no. I get on. I do me stream. I get off. I crack on me work. And that's about it, really. I might very rarely play Euro Truck Simulator. And yeah, that is it. First ever quali lap in this career mode, top 7 in the worst car. It's just what he does. I don't play these games. I've seen others do tracks in reverse direction. You don't have all tracks. Unfortunately, no. Right now, it's only Zandvoort, Silverstone, and Austria. And I love all of them. I wish they'd do more, because it's such a cool concept. They just kind of haven't done any more for some reason. Add more, EA. Codemasters, get on it. Unreal concept. Minister of Defense, the best driver that Red Bull could have for Max. I also think he's just underrated. Nothing special, of course, but definitely not a paid driver who's washed and old and retired. You think F1 will be better or worse? I think it'll be much better in terms of, like, actual racing. Still nothing outrageous, but better. But I also am firmly of the opinion that there's going to be one team, most likely Mercedes or Aston, that are going to do like what Mercedes did in 2014, where they were just like a second ahead of everyone else. I feel like that's going to happen for the new regulation change. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a good title fight. Of course, I'm not really bothered who's in the title fight. As long as it's a good battle, I'm not interested. I'll be looking much further down, probably, for a certain Mexican. Can I check your reaction time on Google? Because it seems pretty good. I suppose so. What's my intermission key? Is it that one? Yeah. Alright, here we go. Okay, reaction time. Point 2 of a second. Max is underrated or overrated? Overrated, but not by much. I'd still put him in the top 10 of all time easily, but he is nowhere near, like, Schumacher, Senna, or even Hamilton for me. For one reason, he hasn't proven himself against a good teammate in a fair car, but I still love the bloke, and like I said, top 10 of all time. Charles and Hamilton are good, but Ferrari destroyed their two drivers. I mean, their owner literally came out and said the drivers should focus on driving. So that should tell you what you need to know, how absolute of a mess that team is. It is so bad for them. Oh, come on, Dennis. You don't need to get rid of someone because they... just because they said stop glazing CHECO. Come on now. Let's have some standards. I did a Lando career and I didn't won in Bahrain. I did in Saudi Arabia and I won in Melbourne too. Congrats, mate. Good stuff. First 2021 versus Lewis as a Max fan. At that point, I mean, obviously, Checo was my favourite, but I wanted literally nothing more than Max to win and Lewis to lose. So when I saw that live, it was something special. Magnussen or Behrman? I think Behrman. Just recency bias. I've only seen Magnussen in 22 and 3, and he was a bit shit. It was alright. I don't really remember. Monaco in reverse would be interesting. I think every single... honestly, this is a hot take. I think most tracks in reverse would be better than they are normally. In terms of, like, racing. Austria was better. Zandvoort was better. Silverstone in the middle. Ferrari isn't as bad as the slanderers deserve, yes, but they showed us what they can do in 24 by almost getting the constructors. They went under the radar many times last season. That is true. And of course, if you remove Carlos Sainz's DNF at Baku, which I still blame him for, but regardless of that, they would win the constructors if Sainz got that, like, P3 or P4 or whatever. Yeah, P4. For me, Ferrari's bad, but the drivers know. That's the best way to put it. The actual team is an absolute mess. The actual drivers are probably the best lineup on the grid right now. I do believe that. I think Ferrari have got the best driver lineup. I don't care about Hamilton's, like, season in 25. He is still, like, there. Right, welcome to Q2, everyone. I'm actually going to need a decent lap to get through here. It seems like... of course, I got really good pace because I should get knocked out in Q1. But overall, I thought I'd get quite comfortably into Q3. It seems like I'm actually going to have to hook it up quite decently, which I should be able to do. It's only really Q3 where I get pressured and bottle it. I will say, though, I mean, when I did that reaction test and I got 0.2 of a second, I'd say it's a lot better than that when I'm under pressure. So, like, a race start, for example. I have had some race starts that are like a Valtteri Bottas is like under a 10th. And that's not even guesswork, that is just genuine reaction time. I don't think it's too bad. 0.2, that's about average, isn't it? 0.2 of a second. I don't know. I have been awake for 20 hours, though. I don't know. Who cares? Oh, a little touch with the wall. Is that going to be enough? It's going to be a 1 minute 17.3 P5. It's going to be close, but I think that should be enough. I need the drive line. I don't need it. I just choose to use it. But thank you for your comment. Helps the channel nicely. Favourite track? Easily Spa. However, every single street track is up there for me. I love all the street tracks. This is technically a street track. Baku, Monaco, Singapore, Jeddah, Vegas, Qatar. Oh, lovely. Do I want a sub? I mean, it would be pretty good, to be fair. What's that engine sound? It's a mod that changes it to a V10. Turn the line off? What for, mate? Give me a good reason and I'll consider it. You right, Mogul? Maybe doing good, mate. You right, Hobbies? Okay. I don't know if I should take the risk. It's 4 attempts ain't a lot, you see. I'm going to bank on Tsunoda and Sainz not improving. But Oscar Piastri will. Let's go for it. Come on. Okay, we're good. Piastri did improve, but not by much. I expected. I didn't even realise Bottas made it through to Q2. Of course, ignore the UK flag. Cool. I'm so funny. I'll take that, mate. Thank you very much. Mods to keep me on the line too. Okay, your first two comments are just like, sure, fine. Complain about the line, that's great. But now you're just rage baiting me. Let's just keep it to like what you said earlier, like you have a blatant skill issue or something. Max getting the only Grand Slam in Baku in that Red Bull. You say that Red Bull like it was bad. It was easily the fastest or second fastest that weekend, but it's still obviously impressive. Give me your mods, they're all in the... Oh yeah, I was going to give you a little answer, but you're probably referring to that comment. That would be quite funny though. I mean, technically that ain't a mod, that's cheating. Like, that is actually like... Yeah, yeah. That'd be quite funny. We also got the Grand Slam in Vegas. Well, he didn't start on pole. Don't you need a pole for Grand Slam? I think so. Grand Slam, lead every lap, fastest lap? I don't know. It's okay if I need the mods? Well, considering they're just liveries and engine sounds, I don't think you need them or not. It's not like one of those where you're reliant on it. If I turn them off, nothing changes. But yeah. Honestly, I'm quite glad that this person is just saying bullshit, because the more comments they type, A, the more views I get, because it helps the algorithm, and 2, the more money I get. So, I'll take it, you know, keep it coming. Keep it up. It's good stuff. Okay. Let's see if I can actually lock in for a Q3 lap. I've been really bad in Q3s recently, just not being able to put a decent lap together. Top 8's doable. I think I can easily get into the 16s. So I should be able to beat Alonso and Sainz. So that's going to be the objective. I think I'll go for a bit more downforce as well. Okay. I did a Monza race and only got DRS twice in the whole race and still won. Well, to be fair, if you're leading the whole time, you won't have DRS. But I assume it was a bit more action-packed than that. Good stuff, though. Honestly, DRS trains are so annoying. Especially in a game like this, where the slipstream isn't really there. It's pretty bad. You're going to win the race, and this is my home track? I'd call that optimistic for now, winning the race. But you never know. One unlucky safety car for the rest, and I'm winning. You know what I mean? It could happen. As we have very well been proved in Formula 1, anything can happen. I'm hoping not... I don't want to jinx myself, but what I'm really happy about in like the last like couple of months is how little I crash nowadays. I mean, I never used to live stream as much as this, but when I used to make YouTube videos of career modes, I used to crash 6 to 10 times a race. And I'd cut them out, maybe even more. Whereas now, I'd be lucky to crash once a stream. Not sure why. I think it's because I don't really overdrive anymore. We also appreciate the fact I've got 2 purple sectors. Is this going to be something quite special on the opening race of the career? What have I just done? Okay. 2 things to say. 1, I did actually dial it in and put in a really good lap. That was... Shut up, Alex!
For what will no doubt be a fantastic
nearly half
race.
a second quicker than my Q2 lap. And number 2, I was under a 10th off pole. That's decent, that. Also, can we appreciate this? And then this. Well, what? What do you mean? Sonoda dunks. To be fair, look at the margins. 2/10 between pole and 8th. Earth. I mean, second row. Under a 10th off pole on debut. Can't really get much better. Never playing my team again. My save got deleted and I had 4 seasons of progress. That stinks of absolute donkey shit. Yeah, it happened to me. That happened to me, mate. I used to have this career mode. The reason the title says returns is because I used to do this. And I also had a Porsche My Team career. And they were both really successful. That's what got me to where I am now on this channel. And I had to reinstall my game because of a bug. And they were gone. Do you know what I don't like? Is when you finish a My Team or you finish a career mode and you complete 10 seasons and you go to finish season for your 11th, it just deletes the save. I'm working on a video where I add Porsche to F1 and I simulate 10 seasons, and I finished all 10 seasons, and I wanted to like look back at my stats, but because I clicked finish season, now it's just gone. Good thing I wrote it all down. Definitely uses mods. I mean,
it's time to take a look at our starting grid.
You don't even have to look at the other cars, and you'd already see about 5. There's the mod that adds CADILLAC and CHECO, engine mod.
Hello everyone.
Those are just 2 in the space just by watching me. And if you're observant, you'll see I've also got livery mods for every other team. So, I mean, obviously you have a kind of... You don't really understand how the game works and how mods work. Mods and, like, gameplay enhancement cheats are completely different things. You'll find pretty much every single F1 creator uses mods. So, I don't know what your point is, but there you go. Stay positive and on the track and I'll be fine. Honestly, that is a great way to think. I love that. That's really good. I'll try my best. One stop seems to be the way. I am going to probably do a 12-17 rather than a 13-16. Just because the mediums and me, we don't get on. I always have to undercut every single time. Put the downforce back down. Put the diff to... Actually, we'll do the diff at 100. We'll do the first lap on 100 so I can maybe pull a gap. And then we'll lower it back down to 10 after the first lap. And without further ado, I think we're ready for the season opener of the CHECO CADILLAC Returns Career Mode. Any hope for Max World Drivers' Championship? It'd be a big surprise. I think Red Bull was one of the last teams to start development on their 26 car. They were still upgrading their car in 25 when McLaren had binned it off 3 months prior. I'm not against it. I'd be up for it. I'd be surprised. I honestly think it's going to be Russell versus Alonso, which sounds fantastic, to be fair. What wheel do I have? I've got a Thrustmaster open wheel add-on with a Thrustmaster T300 base, which I need to clean. It's got all dust over it. Okay, let's go. Boom. To be fair, that isn't accurate, that description. The only thing that's changed is that my webcam isn't a Logitech C922. I've got the Elgato Facecam Mark II. Which it should say that in my recent videos, but obviously it's not updated to my live stream, so I'll change that afterwards. Oh, I'll tell you what, there's just something about that Porsche livery from it was a Williams Porsche livery that is just different class.
They possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that within the points.
Can't believe that message I just saw. That is outrageous. Don't worry, Dennis. I'm way ahead of you, mate. I'm gone. We'll have fun. Good luck. I'm getting me popcorn. Hopefully it's a good race. But usually the races in this game are just whoever's fastest wins, and that's it. There's no, like, safety cars or red flags that spice things up. But we'll see. Hopefully it's exciting, because that's what you want in this. And we'll see if we can maintain the top 5. But here we go for the opening round of my 3rd and newest career mode. And we're off to see the Wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. It's definitely a very respectable start. Going to get to the outside of this McLaren. We go around the outside of Leclerc here. Leclerc! Keep it on track. Yes, come on. Great opening move. I'm so happy with my race starts and opening laps in this, just this year's game. My biggest weakness up until about 2 months ago was losing places off the start. It still happens, of course, but converted to, like, in comparison to places gained, it is, yeah, a big difference. And what an opening lap. Also noticed Lando Norris on the hard tyre, so he's going for the overcut. Honestly, that's quite a good strategy, I'll be honest. That should work quite well for him. And I think after this set of corners, we can lower our differential down and get ready to just sort of chill and lock in. No. Now, I'm not expecting my pace to actually be able to maintain a P3, but if I could stay within DRS and then just sort of chill behind them and then undercut them, then who knows what can happen. But honestly, I'm just targeting points. I know that sounds quite low considering I started 4th and I'm now 3rd, but when you're in the worst car and you're racing 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 2 Red Bulls, it might be a bit tricky. I drove a 100% in Abu Dhabi with Max and Russell was leading the whole race and it was a safety car and Norris overtook him. So a bit like 2021. Good stuff. Let him concentrate so he can win. No, no, no. I will always prioritize the chat over... I mean, because I use the racing line, I drive almost subconsciously. On, like, quali laps, I do lock in and I actually, like, think about what I'm doing. But in races where it's, like, a bit slower and a bit more chill, I don't really think about driving at all. I can put, a bit like Fernando Alonso, I can put a lot more thought into outside factors like my chat. Kimi Raikkonen, what a driver. I love Kimi. Well, his recent business adventure's a bit dodgy, but overall, great bloke. Field spread seems a bit low, although of course it's probably just going to be the top cars and then a gap to the bottom cars. That's usually how this works. And I'm still in the top 3. Maybe Lando's going to have a go on Tsunoda at some point. That would be fan-dabby-dozy from Lando, to be honest. I have got to be careful around that final corner as well, as I'm really slow, as you can see. Charlie's going to look for the move, but... luckily, in turn 1, it's very easy to defend. Probably the easiest in the whole calendar. So, the only real place I'm worried about getting overtaken is the back straight. Which I think I'm right in saying, as long as I've got DRS, I should be able to just defend. Now, of course, one massive factor that's going to play probably the biggest role in this race is tyre wear. Because of our car's position and just the way the game is, my tyre wear is going to be a lot worse than the AI. Meaning, in a couple of laps, I'm probably going to drop down a fair bit. But, like I said, if I can keep my lap times fairly consistent and not, like, interrupted by racing and wheel-to-wheel and all... oh my, Lando, what is going on here? Hang on. Tsunoda's not going to have DRS. I could probably have him here. Come on. Don't want to use too much... oh, he's... oh... I wasn't expecting that from Yuki, just that sheer straight line speed from the Red Bull Racing Ford. Fair play. I can already feel them going a little bit. Quick check of the wear. It's really not... yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not that bad. You alright, Pablo? Make a Koenigsegg career mode? Honestly, mate, I can't. I've got too many. I can't have 4 career modes at once. That would be far too many. I wouldn't be able to make progress in any of them. 3 is already going to be, like, annoying. It's going to take me over a month to complete a whole season of them. And that's streaming every day, which right now I don't. So adding a 4th, it might just be impossible. There might be a scenario in the future where I could do, like, an actual YouTube video series where I do another career mode. But I doubt that, to be honest. Oh, 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 oh. Unlucky, Yuki. That's tough. That's actually really bad for me. Lando's going to be over a second ahead. And I've now got, like, every single car behind me. Wow, Yuki has seriously docked me in there. What a bastard. I'm so dead. Look what Yuki's done.
No tyre
Leclerc's going to go for the move. I should be able to just outbrake him, which I do. Try an undercut. Well, that is the natural strategy. Yeah, we'll be pitting 1 to 2 laps later, or earlier, sorry, than everyone else. That's the plan. I don't think undercuts are very good. Actually, I think they're okay in Melbourne.
We want to keep them behind, please. It's super critical for our strategy.
On what planet do you want me to do that, mate? Like, genuinely. On what planet am I supposed to do that? In what world, universe, galaxy am I supposed to hold off this geezer? I'm dead already.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid. But listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up.
What do you mean, Mark? I'm still ahead of him. For a pitbull box, we are doing Inter. That is pretty accurate, to be fair. Oh, not that many downshifts back for him. Come on now. Ugh. Oh, that final corner sucks. AI difficulty 110. Alright, Charlie, fine, you can have it, mate. Honestly, I can't be bothered. I'm going to try and do what I did to Lando and just stay within a second of Charlie, which is going to carry me along. Maybe get some good pace going, and then we'll make our first and hopefully only pit stop. Well, if there is going to be another, I'd like it to be under a safety car or red flag in an advantageous position. Oh, wow, Leclerc's gone. Got Hamilton right behind, who's also got the fastest lap. Not ideal. Come on. What engine do I have? I don't know. What car does anyone know what engine Connorsport has? Because I haven't played Breaking Point. Did anyone know? Because I have whatever that is. Yeah, this car is becoming quite an handful. Do I do any other work? Of course, mate. Of course, I'm still appreciative that I can do this, but if I relied on this and all my social media stuff as my primary source of income, I'd be in the streets in a week, do you know what I mean? Oh, come on, Charlie. Getting too far away, boss man. A race of 90, that's still very good in the grand scheme of things. P2 in the slowest car is crazy, that is true. Well, P3, but regardless. It's not a car, it's a tractor. It is the worst car, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels pretty good. Breaking Point is probably another £5 for that chair. What does that mean? You do realise I'm referring to the game story mode. Maybe I'm just stupid, I don't know. You're at F1 Masterclass. It's been a very long time since I've seen you, I think. You alright, Shadow? Can I make it, bro? How disturbed do you have to be, mate, that that's the first thing you say to a person you have never met before? You spend way too much time on the internet, my friend. I beg, go outside. honestly. Good background. It's pretty good, isn't it? Many, many years of investment, that. And I'm very happy with it, but I think there could be some more... I don't know. I don't like the colour of my walls. It's currently, like, yellowy. I want it to be, like, white. Connors what uses Renault? I see. So I have a Renault engine, basically. Well, that's great, isn't it? So I've got the worst car and the worst engine. That's good. Great combination, that. That's what you want. Ignore the crap? Of course, mate. I always do. I don't ignore it, but I don't take it to heart. I don't get all concerned and offended because someone calls me fat or anything. At the end of the day, it's just words on a screen, you know what I mean? I'm very impressed I haven't crashed yet, to be honest. Glasses are on one today as well. They keep falling down. Worst part is I've still got over 4 laps until my first stop. Right, get on my face, please. Tractor Racing League, that's what I'm saying, mate. This is what this truly is. Ferrari against Cadillac, the 2 tractors of the grid. And yet we're P2, 3 and 4, but you know what we mean. See, at this point, do you just call this outperforming my machinery, which physically isn't possible, but when you think about it, my car shouldn't be in 3rd. We also appreciate Lando's pulled a 4-second gap already. He got into the lead and then just boom! There is definitely a crash imminent, by the way. I can feel it. My car is becoming even trickier to handle now. Which I didn't even know was possible. But there you go. Oh, I thought that was it then. I thought I was going.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Honestly, Mark, I might have, if I lose DRS this lap, I'm going to have to come in 2 laps early. You going out of mullet? I mean, am I? I don't know. I have a great attitude. Eventually, you'll do this full time, I'm sure. I ran Formula 4 here in New Zealand, win the championship at 84 to 85. That is very, very, what's like the word I'm looking for? Cool. I can't think of a word. But that is amazing. That's a great story, that. Ugh. I mean, full-time ain't even my main objective. Ideally, I want to earn half a living from this, and then the other half from a part-time job, like I currently do. Basically. I currently earn about half a living from my other job. So if I could get another half from this, then that would be the ideal goal. But of course, full-time would be ideal. There we go. I knew it was going to happen. Well, luckily I get 1 flashback a race, so we'll use it here. You know, I don't know about F1 and I don't like it, but this game is good and you play good, so maybe teach me about F1. Well, if you have any questions, let me know and I'll try and explain them. What part-time job? I'm a graphic designer. So, someone emails me, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I make them what they want. Bob's your uncle. There it is. Ah! Alright, once again I've maintained DRS, but I feel like my time is coming near. And now I've got to be extra careful. Alright, we'll pit this lap, I think. Yeah, definitely. Why do I have to have a Renault engine? I weigh 200 plus kilograms, I'm fat. Well, I'm actually more than that right now, so yeah. I used to be 200 and... Wait, no, I'm not... Wait, no, I'm thinking of pounds, not kilograms, no. Well, I only know stone, so if you know stone, I used to weigh 19.5 in August last year. I'm now 17.2. So convert that to kilograms or pounds or whatever measurement you use, and that's how much weight I've lost. It's not bad. That's pretty cool, it's not bad. And basically, the plan is that if this doesn't work out in the next 2 years or so, I definitely have the ability to just make graphic design my full-time job. So there you go. Backup plan sorted. I also want to get a mechanics degree, because I'd love to be a mechanic for a racing team. That'd be awesome. Alright, I'm going to the pits, don't care. But actually, I've got DRS. You know, we'll respect the strategy. Come on. To be fair, I'm still putting a lovely gap on, like,
okay,
everyone else.
Hit this lap, so push now, push.
Like, the non-front runners. Why is Aiden Jackson talking to me? I forgot. CHECO replaces Aiden Jackson. That'd be why. I'm so dead. What's the tyre wear? 5, 6, 6, 6, 7. Yeah. I can't believe the tyres are that worn. No. Ignore it. Just let me off. I wasn't looking. Everyone remember, that's a lesson. This, watch this. Right, watch this, right? That's a lesson. Look where you're driving. Presented by me. Honestly, who gives a shit about a 1 flashback limit? No one cares. If you're bothered by a fat bloke using flashbacks, then, you know, look in the mirror. Anyway. Through goes Hamilton, except... No, because I'm going to defend for my life. Ah!
Remember, box this lap. Keep
I know, Mark! Stop stressing me!
You approach and make sure you don't speed.
I'm going to lose my mind in a minute. I'd be sorry for the drivers if they have to go and drive around in this thing. Woohoo! Okay. We've made it, though. We survived, and now my hard pace should be pretty electrifying. So, there is hope yet. No, mate, I'm using neither of those things. I'm on a racing wheel. Decent. Now, you know, that's me. I'm not going to use a flashback for now. I'm not that petty. Okay. And we're off.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous
look at that,
driving.
they're going 3 wide up there. I got some overtaking done, boys. Let's do it. Never mind, hang on. Whee! Make us feel proud.
Okay, Aiden, we want to make sure we're saving.
Whoa, that's quick!
So let's try and charge it up now.
Shut up!
Copy.
No, not A firm. B firm. Minus firm. Don't know. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll do. When I get older. What is Verstappen doing here? You gotta lock in, Max. I will be dive bombing you now. I'm dead, 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 I'm dead. I knew as soon as I pressed the brake pedal, that was... Or too late's a bit of an understatement. That was like... That was really bad.
And Callie's coming in for a stop.
Is that waving flag? It is, mate, yeah. My playlist has got 2,000 songs on it, and it's got everything from last 10 years. Quick! Get him! Yeah. Oh, Leclerc's not being. He's miles ahead. Unlucky.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
You think?
Keep taking care of them.
Whoa, you are so slow, my friend. We have got to lock in. I'm a hop off. I'll be back for Suzuka. See you later, mate. Bye-bye, Mr. Dennis. Whee! That's too close. 200 kilograms is 440 pounds. Yeah, I thought it'd be something like that. Because when you said 200 kilograms, I was like, yeah, I'm like that. But then I remembered, no, I'm like 200 like pounds. But yeah, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Iconic song, it's not bad. Honestly, I could probably just fight for a podium here. Because Hamilton's yonked back and he's also in traffic, so that's the aim. Although saying that, Russell's right there, so he could cause a bit of a stir. Why is Bottas so far behind? Just in general, all of my teammates in any career mode are really far behind me. No matter who it is and what car they've got. I mean, our car is the worst, so the fact that Bottas isn't last is quite impressive. But yeah, that's just how the game works, unfortunately. Bottas is outperforming the car and he's still, like, last. Near enough. Meanwhile, I'm fighting for a podium. It's just how the game works, unfortunately. I mean, my head-to-head in, like, any career mode is usually about, well, including sprints. Well, actually, no, not including sprints. It's 16 races. I'd say it's, like, races is usually 16-0. Quali, I'll only lose a quali if I do something wrong, like crash or just not go out or something. Go. What wheel do I use? Thrustmaster open wheel. But I think the new F1 game will have the new rules installed. There ain't going to be a new F1 game if you didn't know. There ain't going to be a 26 game. It's going to be a DLC for 25. So, no. I mean, the fact, I'm quite surprised I haven't heard anything about it. I thought, considering they're not making a new game, it's just the cars, and hopefully the Madrid ring as well. I thought we'd get it a bit earlier, like maybe when the season starts, but it's only like a month and a half away and I ain't heard nothing. But no, I think we'll just get models of the cars. Obviously, CHECO and Bottas as official drivers rather than being modded in. And that'll be it, basically. Although, to be fair, actually, I'm being stupid. They can't make the mod until the cars have been released, obviously. That makes a lot of sense. You just like Max with any of his teammates? I disagree. Because Max is faster than his teammates, because yes, he is way better than them, but he also has a car that's... well, they only listen to Max's feedback. So I'm not saying the car's built for him, but the upgrades are tailored to his feedback, not the other driver. Whereas me and Bottas, we've got equal cars. I'm just a much better driver, full stop. That's sarcasm, by the way. There you go, proof I'm just not. I hit a wall. These glasses, I'm going to lose it in a minute. They're not usually this bad. It's like wires. You know, if you get like wires that just tangle by themselves. My glasses fall down by themselves. It's really annoying. Russell is gaining, and it will probably catch up by the time we get to the end of the race, but can't exactly drive faster, you know what I mean? I'm not Daniel Ricciardo after I got that penalty. Yeah, my bad, guys, I'll drive faster. Can't really do that. I'm already at my limit. That corner is so tough for me. Can't do it.
We didn't quite get what we
Do I go live every day at this time? No.
There's a long way to go.
Hello, Lando.
And let's focus till the end.
Bye, Lando. Oh, not yet. So the undercut kind of works on Lando, but also not really. Because he's obviously going to disappear now. But if I can get a diddy bit of... How's Russell 1 point... How's Russell just gained a second? Sure thing. Bro, these glasses, stay on my head! Honestly. Oh my, it's all going wrong. But yeah, back to your question. No, my stream schedule is about as inconsistent as it can get. Oh, yellow flag. It's behind, it's Max. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. It's truly unfortunate. Well, no, it isn't. Oh, no, it's Piastri. Unlucky, mate.
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
But yeah, basically I wake up and it's like, can I be bothered? Sometimes I stream 12 hours later than this, some days it's early. This is the earliest I've streamed in ages, so yeah, it's very inconsistent. Well, I changed my tyres? I have. But I started on the mediums, I pitted on lap 12 for hards. There you go, strategy, bosh. I'm useless. CHECO was the only one who was close, but maybe because he is in a team in time when the car's... Yeah, I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't realise, is that when I say the car's built for Max, I don't mean, like, from the get-go. What I mean is that, like we saw in 22, when the car first came out, it was more favoured towards CHECO, because it was a lot more weight at the front, I believe. But then because Max is, like, one of the best feedback givers, as the season progresses, he gets upgrades based on his feedback, which makes the nose sharper and sharper, which makes him faster and faster. So you might start off decently, but by round 7, you're dead. And then as the season goes on, you'll just get worse and worse. Alright, bye Russell. Game name F125. I installed F125 on my PC, but it didn't work. It's a Mac Air Max from 2018. Could I help? Probably not, because I've never owned a Mac in my life, unfortunately. Red Bull car is in 7 days. Well, I was thinking of doing like watch-alongs for them, but they're usually like 10 minutes. So I might do them like, and then straight after it finishes, like maybe play the F1 game. That could be a cool idea. Nice on Melbourne, I am indeed, mate. Great, lovely, love this track so much. Alright, Mr. Clutch. Argentina, I mean, not a bad country, I suppose. I don't know, I've never been there. Nice flag, though. Right, I guess I'm actually going to try and finish P4, I guess. That's honestly still fantastic. It's where I started. It's way above where my car's supposed to be. So, I'm still more than happy with a P4, do you know what I mean?
Okay, Aidan. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
That's not clear. There's a prick in the way. No, just changed all the wrong settings. So Hamilton's got a... Oh, basic maths. Like, around, what, 7 to 8 tenths a lap to catch me? Which he could very well do, but honestly, I'm confident I can actually keep this gap at around 4 seconds, maybe. I hope the start of next season will be good. Maybe we get some problems, like 22. Yeah, early 2022 was insanely fun. That was so much fun. And then everyone thought it was going to be good. And then now we're here when we had arguably some of the most boring seasons ever. Thanks for the entertainment. I'll catch you again. It's nearly 12:30 AM. I thought it'd be quite late. Especially, you know, in the New Zealand, Australia areas. Really but yeah. Thank you very much for stopping by. Why does my screen keep turning off? Honestly. Still, well, final thing I'll say about Max and the Red Bull is I know that it was because Max had problems in all these races, but to this day, since 2018, or 2019 rather, with all this like Red Bull swapping second driver malarkey, CHECO is the only driver. Wait, no, that's a stupid statement. I was gonna say CHECO's the only one to beat Max on pace, but is he? Like in one race, I mean. Surely Alex done that, right? I mean, I rate Alex quite highly. Surely he beat Max in one race, where Max didn't DNF. Baku 24 hurts, by the way. CHECO got the new floor, was instantly back to his normal best, absolutely diffed the shit out of Max, and then because of that crash with Sainz, which I blame 70-30 towards Sainz's favour, like Sainz 70, CHECO 30, he doesn't get that on the race head-to-head. That would have been a lovely one. On settings, change time till I turning off it. What? Settings, change time till I turning off it. I don't know, mate. I don't know. There might be a little 90+7 overtake on George Russell here. He is quick, obviously, but I'm somewhat staying in his DRS. So you never know. You just don't know what can happen. And we are going to finish at least 4th, I reckon, considering Hamilton is dropping way back. Probably because of my DRS advantage, but even so, I'm still gaining. It was 5.8, now it's 6.5. That is yucky. I'm going to have to, like, add a counter to my stream of how many times I adjust my glasses, because it's going to be generational. It's usually never this bad. Screens having options. If you don't do anything, it's just turning off. Yeah. It's very true. Only thing about this potential Russell overtake is that I'm going to have to do it on lap 28. But I need a not a VRS, but I have to use my ERS to stay with him. So I don't think this is going to quite work out. You never know. I hate how at any given moment, some part of my body itches. Like, it is genuinely the bane of my life. That's why I hate summer, because any remote bit of heat, and my whole body just turns into, like... yeah, just pure itchness. Come back, George. I just realised I put cream on my face before stream. That's why my glasses keep falling down. Yes, of course. Now we know. And I'm still gaining ERS every lap, even if it's just a little bit. But how am I supposed to, like, catch Russell? Even if I use every bit I have, I'm still not going to catch him, I don't think. We'll see. That final corner, I hate it. As it stands, the podium is very much on, of course. It's just... yeah. I'd be pleasantly surprised. Because this is the problem, is that if I was within maybe 6/10 of Russell, I could get him. But at the exit of this sector, it's nearly a second. So I'm going to have to exit here, dump the overtake, and somehow hope that there's enough in there to get that deficit of 8/10 down. Need to relax my shoulders when I drive. I notice subconsciously when I drive, my shoulders like up here and it just looks like a T-Rex. I need to keep them nice and low. Of course, another factor is that my tyres are going to start to go off and I won't be able to catch Russell at all. Which they are getting very near that stage. I'm hoping they can last out until lap 28. 29, if I go for the move on 29, he'll just use his overtake and I'll have no hope. And also, wait, who's that? Oh, that's a Sauber. Why is there a... Who are you? You're going to give Russell DRS, you twat. Let me go. Let me go too. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, unlucky. Oh, no, wait. Saved it. Okay. Let me use a little bit and see how I can get the gap down to. The gap's going up. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my. Hulkenberg is absolutely cooking me. And he's a lapped car. And he's trying to unlap himself, which is also costing me the ability to go for a podium. What a bell end. Sure, this is illegal. Well, obviously it's not. You are allowed to try and unlap yourself, but at the same time... Stop. Stop! Trying to fight for a podium and I got this prick behind me now. Why'd he pit anyway? He's got soft tyres on as well. No wonder he's keeping up with me. Oh, Nelly, oh, Nula. Ignore that. Alright, next lap, it's kind of then or never, because that's going to be my one chance to get Russell. Oh my god, sod off! Alright, this is it. This is the lap where I need to dump everything I've got and just hope it's enough to get, you know, catch up to Russell and potentially nick that podium off him, and then put in a 2021 Abu Dhabi defensive performance to try and keep it. Oh no, why am I getting understeer? Alright, come on, this is it. I've managed to get it to half a second. Come on. DRS enabled. I'm going for it now. Come on in. Up the inside of Posh Spice to get into the top 3. Come on. Okay. Differential on 100. We're going to need literally every single ounce of grip I've got left in these tyres, or else we are not getting this top 3. I'm not too worried about the main straight. I just feel like it's the back straight I've got to be worried about here. As we begin the final lap of the race, Russell's going to go for the move. Round the outside is not what I want. Later on the brakes, we're good. Okay. Here he comes again. Get on the defensive. We're all right. Now, Russell was way quicker than me through here. 0.3. Oh, this is going to be... That might be the best save I've ever done in this game, and it's probably going to cost me the podium. I've run out of overtake. Through goes Russell. I should have saved it for the final lap rather than the lap before. What a bell end. Genuinely. Well, regardless of my absolute cock-up of mismanagement, under the circumstances, a P4 finish I can be more than happy about, you know. What an idiot. What's an idiot? What have I done there then? What did I do wrong? I don't know. I felt like I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I've completely ruined the end of the race as well. Look at that. Okay. Lando Norris wins the season opener. Charlie's going to get second. Russell nicks the podium on the final lap. And, well... I know I ruined the end there, but regardless,
race over.
It's a top 4 on debut.
Tough one, that.
Shut up, Aiden!
Good points. Good job.
You're supposed to be Mexican. Alright, Isaac. Yeah, this is a pretty good game, to be fair. I'm glad we're stuck with this for the next year. Rather than, you know, 24. I am driving this Cadillac, indeed, Abdul, yes.
One thing's for sure is that this
it's a great race, I just kind of ruined the end. But, oh well. It's happened now, it's in the past, unlucky, GG, go next. But yeah, like I said, the fact that I was fighting for the podium, I finished 11 seconds off the lead in my debut race in the worst car with the worst engine.
In Formula 1.
It's good. It is good. It's good. Ignore the British flag, by the way. Just pretend that isn't there. Standings then, of course, that's just going to be that. So that's the top 10. And the constructors, McLaren or Ferrari lead by 3, and we're 4th. Not bad. New season is a whole new career mode, mate. This is the first episode of it. First race, top 4. And now, I feel we're going to have a very big contrast in, a very big contrast in performance, because Melbourne is right up there in the top 3 as my best tracks. Compared to the AI. Japan, which is up next, might be in the top 3 worst. So, I'd be very surprised if, honestly, if I can get a top 10, that would be lovely. I mean, you never know what can happen, but I'd be very surprised if I score points. Need to get on soon, I can't wait. It is, yeah. I mean, the fact that I can play this game every day and not feel bored or burnt out shows it's pretty good. It's the only series of games I've never been, like, burnt out of. Of course, I've had, like, you know, a week or two where it's been, like, I really just don't want to. Although, I don't get burnt out of playing the game. I get burnt out of making content on it. But yeah, it's good stuff. No. Sure. No. Well, I ain't doing either of those. And then we'll do this. Oh, actually, no, that one. Okay. Next up is R&D, where we've got a failed bit, and we can also get that bit. Good stuff. As you can see, there is the R&D. The fact that I was fighting amongst the McLarens and Mercedes when we're that far behind is obviously quite impressive. That's good stuff. I'm a good YouTuber. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. I try my best in everything I do, but especially this. It's my one true passion, you could say. Ah. Anyway, let's get into Suzuka.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated, and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
20% in one race. Ugh. Sure thing. I tried making noodles and they came out almost crushed in the packet. I'd say I've done worse. I put it in a jug. I put the noodles, crushed them, put them in a jug, put boiling water in it, which is the normal procedure. But then what I did is I didn't drain the water. So I ended up with a bowl of basically, like, noodle soup. Which I know some people might be like, yeah, that's fine. But I don't like that. So that didn't work. I very nearly just went and simulated this race. Because of that video, by the way, I'm working on a new video where I add Porsche to Formula 1 and I simulate 10 seasons. It took me 12 hours straight to simulate all the seasons, and I've been so locked in on that, I almost just skipped the CHECO career race. That would have been quite funny. Right, practice one. Favourite F1 team? If you allow me to say Cadillac, then them, but well, I suppose I can now because it is 26, but last season, probably Williams, although I don't have a favourite team, I only support drivers.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the
so I don't care. Okay. I get 2 sets of mediums, right? Oh no, I get a hard and a medium. Okay. Let's do fuel management on softs. By crushed, I mean downright almost grinded to shreds. I might not. I thought about to get audio bug. Honestly, that doesn't sound too bad. Can someone let me know if the game audio is a bit too loud, please? Because there's a bug in the game where it like doubles in volume after a Grand Prix. But yeah, naturally, I just support the team of whoever my favourite driver is driving for. So Checo Perez is my favourite, hence the career mode and all that. So I will support Cadillac naturally. It's a little loud, good to know. That won't make much of a difference, but that's how it should be, but wait, that's how it was before. So I'm very curious to see how I'll perform around here. It's not one of my strongest tracks by any means. I do love it, it's just... yeah, I'm just... obviously, but just because of how it is, it's quite easy to make a mistake. I'll probably crash a fair few times, so be prepared for that. I'm down on me delta, come on! Get up there, son! Get on my head. See if 50 brake bias is usable. I agree, I'll support Cadillac since it's fully American, but Fernando is one of my favourites. Yeah. I mean, I really, really like Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. I don't support McLaren. If anything, I don't like McLaren because they're incompetent and are just not very good at, well, they keep making the silliest mistakes. But the two drivers I like a lot. Same with Ferrari. I don't get supporting a team, really. Unless it's like, maybe Ferrari because it's like Italian and it's a whole like culture thing, but I don't know, I just like, obviously I've got quite a lot of choices considering I'm British. I've got McLaren, Williams, Aston Martin. Most of the teams are based in England, like Mercedes and Cadillac and Alpine. But I don't sit here and support McLaren or Williams or Aston. I don't really support teams. I mean, when I say I support Cadillac, I won't even support Cadillac. I just like Bottas and Perez. So yeah, F1 driver Checo Perez. Hence, you know, the whole career mode based around him. Do you know what I mean? It's a difficult one. But yeah, basically I just don't really care about the teams. But obviously, like I said, because Perez is driving for them and I really like Bottas as well, I'll be all over like their merchandise and social media and all that stuff. I'll be all over Cadillac. So yeah. How many's your difficulty? 110. Isn't that Ferrari? What is? Maybe. I got my diff on the wrong setting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Difficulty 105? No, 110. 5 more than that. The highest is a better answer to your question. I like to see the differences in the cars per team, like engineering-wise. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm all over that, of course. I just mean, like, I don't, like, support a team on, like, a personal level. Like, when Checo retires and I won't still support Cadillac, I probably just won't care about F1 at that point. I don't know. I'm back, as I said, for Suzuka. To be fair, you did say that. Well done. Alright, tyre wear. Let's actually have a look. Right, 10, 10, 10, 10. That is the best looking thing I have ever seen in my life. Let's see how it wears through a lap with the diff actually on the right diff. I really don't think diff makes much of a difference, but it helps a little bit, and every little helps, as we know from Tesco. Tyre wear is my biggest failing in every single career mode, so any little thing I can do to make it less, I will do. That seems quite a lot, to be honest. 15. Sure, I guess. Oh, that's too many downshifts. Maybe it's because now it's all like... Yeah, the left just doesn't get effect. Yeah, that makes sense. And then this chicane will mess up my rears, right? Yeah, okay, solid. So it's about 5 to 6% on each tyre, yeah. I'd say 6, just because that's a higher number. So 6% a lap, meaning I could do 8 laps, and it would be... If I say 50 is about the limit, then 6, 12, 18, 24... 36. Okay, so I can probably do about, yeah, One stop's easily doable. Honestly, I feel like every single track apart from Qatar and maybe Netherlands, I'll be doing a one-stopper. Because they just work better. I mean, in Melbourne, even though my tyres were absolutely shattered, I feel like even on brand new mediums, I weren't going to overcome a 24-second deficit to make the second stop like viable, you know what I mean? Ugh, that was a lovely apex hit. That was good stuff. Welcome back, Dennis. I'm eagerly waiting for some team kit to drop. I need it in my life. I've purposely saved up what little money I get just so I can get something, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's gotta happen. I might even replace, behind me, you can't really see it on the stream, but I've got 2 signed Red Bull shirts, one from Max, one from CHECO. I might move that and get a signed CHECO CADILLAC shirt. That would be amazing. Goodness, I love this track. I probably won't be saying such things, you know, during the race when my tyres are dead and I can't drive in a straight line anymore, but for now, I love this track. Right, Rick. Who's this up ahead? Is it a Haas? Looks like it. Oh no, it's my teammate. Never mind. I'm blind. I'm on my debut as a McLaren driver in F1 25. I haven't driven a McLaren like at all on this year's game. I did a full race at Abu Dhabi in it, and that's about it. Really strong car, obviously. Is this Suzuka? Indeed, mate, yeah. I want a 26 expansion right now, mate. Of course, so do I, naturally. I mean, of course, I am driving in a Cadillac as CHECO, but to actually have it official with, like, the new models, and I really, really wish they are going to do the Madrid ring. I don't know if they are, but I really want them to, because that track looks sick. To drive on, at least. I can feel my tyres, like, slipping off the road during that corner. That's quite scary. It's quite rare that I'm in this much of, not a rhythm, but, like, this consistency at Suzuka. So hopefully that bodes well for the Grand Prix. 1 lap pace should be always decent, because it's 1 lap. It can't be that hard. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, to be fair. Tyre wear is, of course, high, but that's fine. It's going to be. At least it's not exactly equal on every side, but it's like, yeah. The front left is 6, the other 3 are 5. So it's actually, yeah, it's pretty good. Nice driving. Thanks, mate. I mean, of course, I do use the racing line, so it's not that good. That's a joke, by the way, because people love to hate on me for it. And we're done. Only half a second off. That's pretty good. Let me look at the race director. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that, by the way. 1,000th difference. Interesting. I'm seeing a difference in the braking that I can learn from you. What? How?
Excellent data with that run. So
this is my team? No, this is Connor Sport, as you can see, but I've put a Cadillac mod to replace the livery. Same with the drivers. I mean, it says Checo and Bottas, but if I go on the race director, I think that shows it. No, it doesn't, but It does. As you can see, they got British flags because they replaced the drivers. Caddy Mayer and Aiden Jackson. Bit of a letdown, but, you know, when I'm actually driving, it's a Cadillac livery with Perez's name. And Perez's model is also here, so yeah, it's good enough. I'd love to know what braking difference you're seeing, to be honest, mate, because the way I see it, I press the brake pedal when it tells me to, and that is literally it. I don't think about it, so I'm glad you have. I'm just confused as to what.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is.
What do you mean sadly it's time, mate? No one cares about practice. What do you mean sadly? As soon as practice ends, we get into quali, it's like, yeah! Mods, mate. Lots and lots of mods. I've got mods for every team. Livery changes, suit changes. As you can see, what different team names. Got Honda, Renault, Williams, Porsche, TGR Haas, Cadillac, Audi, Maserati. Unreal stuff. I've got snotty nose. I need tissue. I ain't got any. Oh, do it later. Yeah, just lots of mods. I can't really be bothered explaining it because it would take about half an hour, but you can find videos on how to do it yourself. It's very good. The visual cue. I play no assist, but racing line call. I mean, I do use ABS, which I'd rate as the second, like, most important assist behind traction control. But still. 2026 cars are half electric and half fuel. They are indeed. That's very well researched. That's like the one thing I know about this year's cars. Well, that's a shame. It's gorgeous and sunny outside. I can see the sun through my blinds, and I just can't. By the time I finish stream, actually no. By the time I finish stream, there'll be about 2 hours of sunlight yet left. Might be able to pop out. They are indeed, mate. Yes. I think they're normally 90-10 or 80-20 or something. Now they're 50-50. In Degner 1, I don't know what corner that is. I assume it's the first of the S's. The line was still fully red when you turned in. Oh yeah, no, I do blatantly ignore it. The only thing I really use it for is where to go. The only thing it helps me with is turning points and braking points. Which, technically, I also ignore the braking points usually, because some corners you can do way later. I think that's a common misconception about the racing line, is that everyone thinks it's like... Obviously, it's a lot easier than just looking for brake markers and things, but how can I word it? I just feel like using a racing line, it's the same as not using it. You're still looking for a marker, but of course it's a bit different. I do blatantly ignore it for most of every track, though, because it isn't very optimal. It says optimal, but it's not that optimal, turns out.
We've seen it from Vettel. We've seen it from Verstappen. It is a remarkable place to watch a car.
Tell me your phone processor without seeing on internet and I'll give you 4 subscribers. Not sure how that's possible, but I didn't even know my phone had a processor, so I can't give you an answer. Anyway, welcome to qualifying, everyone. Looks like it's going to be a fully dry quali, but a wet race, which is going to be a bit of an oopsie. I think I'll stick to a dry setup. What I will do is I'll lower my tyre pressures by a decent amount. Nothing that's going to impact my quali, but it will help me in the wet. So that's what we'll do. And then, oh, yeah. And then we'll do 32, 32, and then, of course, we'll up this to 100, and then we'll put that to 50. Okay, we're ready. "26 cars are smaller." They are a bit. Not by much. I don't think it will actually change anything, but it's a little bit. It's a step in the right direction, I think, but yeah. Make the car smaller and obviously decrease dirty air, which of course is a lot, many thousands of levels more complicated than it is by just by saying it. But that would make F1 a lot better, I feel. A good stream. I'm tired of brain rot. Is that how bad it is? I don't, like, go on YouTube Shorts, but is it just, like, every stream is just, like, yeah, brain rot? Ah! 30 kg lighter. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's such a small difference. If I was 30 kg lighter, I wouldn't look any different. So I feel like that's not the biggest of difference. I mean, that's like a third of a driver. Still, like I said, it's a step in the right direction. Now, what I'm looking for here is a nice clean lap that should get us through. I took a risk there. I haven't tried that corner flat out yet. I gave it a go. It didn't work. Now we know. What we need is a nice clean lap. Almost dies. Still 2.5 tenths up though, so it's not the end of the world. See, like there, you have to brake a bit earlier than it tells you to. That was too early, of course, but yeah, the racing line is actually very bad at telling you optimals. Near enough every single corner is either a little bit later or a little bit earlier. Like here, it's a little bit later, as you can see. And even here, it's a little bit later. I think F1 24 is faster than 25. I don't remember, but it's not really opinion. It is one or the other. I don't know. Honestly, I hated F1 24 so much and played it so little that I don't remember anything about it other than just how much I didn't like it, so... Very dismal lap, but it's still a top 10, and that might be enough to get me through, but I may have to go again, which I might do on the used tyres, because I feel like I can do that. What's the gap? Oh yeah, we definitely another lap. That is 4 tenths is not enough. Well, actually, it's a bit more than that. I'll take the gamble. 26 has no DRS. I'm pretty sure it does. It's just a different way of working. Rather than detection points, you can use it whenever, I'm pretty sure, when you're within a second or something like that. I'm not too sure. Honestly, usually I get right in depth for the technical side of F1, but with the new regulations, I've sort of kept myself away from it. I want to be excited by how the cars look and, like, the pecking order. Now, let's see. My gamble worth it? Yes. By far. I lost 1 place. I'm so good at this game. I mean, I'm happy you think that way, because it's appreciated, but I will say that is one of the worst lap... No, it's definitely not, but there's, like, probably another second in that lap that I could quite easily find, so yeah. That's what I mean. I'm leaving lap time on the table, using my racing line references wrong. I get it now. I see. Yeah, honestly, when you play the game for as long as I have, you do learn to just blatantly ignore the racing line. Of course, you still use it for brake markers, but you, like I said, most corners you can brake later. Some corners you have to brake earlier, and then most corners also, like you saw in the Degners, you can have a lot more minimum speed. Oh, yes! Oh, that's lovely, mate. My favourite name, Mass Hole. I don't know why, it's just funny to in my head. With a $10. Thank you very much, mate, and Happy New Year to you. I hope it's the best one of your life, honestly. Do 1 minute 28? That should be doable. Actually, maybe not. Nah. It'd have to be, like, a really good one to get into 28s in this car, but give me, like... I could do it in a Haas. On equal performance, I could probably do a 27. Yeah, quite easily. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what we can do this time. Nice clean lap. No trying to take risks and do things flat out. Let's just give it some, give it beans. And see if we can get a 28. That would be quite good. Okay, let's go. Is there a 28 in the depths of Suzuka somewhere? Obviously, you do have to keep in mind, I'm not only in the worst car by far, I've got the worst engine by far. So the odds are against me. I won't use that as an excuse, it's simply a fact.
30 seconds left in the session.
Don't worry, Mark, I'm off. Try and get a 130, I mean, yeah, I'd be surprised if I didn't get a 130, to be honest, that's like a piece of piss, do you know what I mean? See, I need to avoid doing that on my final Q3 lap. That's nice. There you go. There's a bit more in there, but it's okay. If I'm not, like, struggling with oversteer, I know there's a bit more in there. Do you know what I mean? Still, that's better than my sector 1 on my previous lap, so it's an improvement at least. And then we'll do this almost flat. I reckon I can do that flat on my Q3 lap. I'm confident in doing that. And then here we're going to brake a little bit later. Nice, go a bit wide of the apex. Get on the curb, get gripped up. Nice. I've used a bit too much overtake, but it's still a decent lap, even if I don't use any through the final sector. Oh, bit too much curb. Bad exit. All good. I think Bottas is going to win. No. I think Bottas will beat CHECO in quali head-to-head, but CHECO will beat Bottas in the race head-to-head. But I don't think... I think if they score points, they'll be lucky. Oh, there's a 28 for you, and there's still a half a second in that. There you go. 28.8. And that was only 0.2. That wasn't... Wow. That was only a 10th good enough. I thought that'd be more than good enough. Wow, I'm miles off it. Okay. You alright, Adel? Let's have a bang of 26. Absolutely, mate. I'm cooking. What do I play other than F1? I'll be honest, nothing. A few months ago, you'd see me on games like Hollow Knight, Silksong, and maybe some like multiplayer games like Apex Legends or Overwatch, but since I started like streaming and making content at the rate that I am, I basically just don't have time, you know, making content on this game, streaming, videos, all of that, plus my graphic design job. I don't have time to play other games anymore, which is sad, but at the same time, not playing multiplayer games anymore, like PvP, has made my life so much better. They are miserable to play. What wheel am I on? Thrustmaster open wheel. I've got the box for it here, actually. Somewhere. Hang about. There we go. Hang on. No, don't fall over. That one! That's got my old one, and actually, the gear paddle broke, which is a bit tough. But yeah, that one. My family does sprint car racing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is, but that sounds amazing. Fair play. That sounds great. I just got a Moser R3. I didn't even know what Moser was until like 2 months ago, to be honest. I don't really have any intention on upgrading. To me, the wheel that I've got, I mean, this is a new one, yeah, but it's the same one as that one in the box I just showed you. I've had it since 2021, well, December 2021, so basically, what, 4 years or so? It drives, it turns, the pedals press, that's all I really care. I'm very minimalistic. I only really want to upgrade and, like, spend a lot more money if I know it's going to truly change the experience. Which, as far as I'm aware, they don't. So, yeah, I'm happy though. I love this thing. I hope Max wins a 2026 championship. I would rather a few other drivers, but if he was to win it, I'd have no complaint, because I love him, and yeah, I'll be fine. I would prefer, just based on the fact that, you know, they haven't won yet, Oscar I'd like to see win, Russell, Leclerc, Alonso. I'd like to see any of those win over Max, but like I said, if Max does come out on top, fine with me. It's a good price direct drive. See, that's what I mean about minimalistic. I don't even know what direct drive is. I get people ask me that all the time. Is my wheelbase direct drive? I don't know what that means. Same with my pedals. People ask, are they load cell? I don't know what that means either. I should probably research into it, but yeah, I just don't know. I had a Logitech G920. I've got one of those down there. I used to use that. But I don't really... Because F1 is the only game I play on my wheel, apart from Euro Truck Simulator, I just prefer to have, like, the open wheel looking wheel rather than the big circle thing, you know? Alright, let's get into this Q3 lap. If I can hook it up, I still don't think there's anything more than, like, a P8 in there, but looking at this, Oh, yeah, no, if I don't get P10, if I get P9, it'll be an unreal effort. Like, Christmas Miracle kind of lap. That's the angle right now. You right, Mr. Banana? Carlos, yes? You're not a banana in Fortnite? Can't believe Leclerc said that. Alright, let's see what we can do. I might actually lock in. I don't usually lock in, but let's see. Let's see if it does anything. In terms of, like, does it actually make me faster? That could be a video. Does concentrating make you quicker? Let's see. I felt quicker. I think it works, you know. That was bad. Oh, no. Apart from then. Still, though, that does work. I'll keep that in mind. Concentrating helps, as it turns out. Still use way too much battery, unfortunately. Yeah. Honestly, my absolute best was a P9 there. I weren't going to do anything more, so that's fine with me. I do know that there's probably another 4 tenths in that if I save VRS for the final sector, and obviously don't cock up that final corner, but regardless, P9 was the best I'm getting, to be honest. Max Verstappen's watching my stream. He is. There he is. I have it as an outfit. What do you call it? Banana Leclerc. Honestly, Leclerc is, like, so underrated as, like, his personality. People say Oscar Piastri has got no personality and he's boring. I think the opposite. I think he's absolutely hilarious for some reason. And I think Leclerc's just fantastic. I mean, you don't see generational F1 talents in the past dressed up as a banana. You just don't see that happen. Simple as. And yeah, to be fair, we've got 2 Maxes. We've got Max in the chat, Max in real life. And Garen Price as well, why not? To be fair, I do like how I've blended the darts and the F1 together, because those are my 2 biggest interests. These darts, by the way, it's hard to believe, they were 300 quid. And you think, what, it's a bit of tungsten. And they're shit to throw as well. So they will forever be just kind of there. Unfortunately. Hello from a Swedish hospital. Well, I hope you're doing alright, Smokey Bear. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good. Swedish is quite funny, because I just wouldn't have guessed. Actually, you might not be Swedish. You might just be there, but yeah. And I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. I mean, we're going into a Grand Prix. What could be better? You know? Alright, looks like it's going to get wet eventually, but considering it's going to be, you know... I might keep this. I was going to up my tyre pressures, but honestly, if it's going to rain, I'd have an advantage keeping it, like, low. Honestly, let's make it really low. This will compromise me in the dry by a very small amount, but as soon as we get into the wet, I'm gone. I'm cooking. Actually, won't do too much. I don't make it... I don't know. Decisive. Indecisive plus. That's my role. Just do that. Okay. Transmission will obviously go... Actually, no, we'll do the same thing. Keep it 100 for... Actually, no. We'll do 80 for the first lap. Lower it down after. Straight line speed. I think I want to go down a little bit, you know. And then strategy is going to be... Surely the tyre wear isn't that bad. It's... Hang on, let me calculate this. Right. It's 6% a lap. Hang on a minute. 6% a lap tyre wear. We know this. On the mediums. So if it's 27 laps, I'd have to do 13. So 78. That okay. 2-stop it is. Just not that. I want to do this. 11.88. See, I don't like that. No, wait. No, wait. I would like this, please. 7, 8, 12. No, no, don't you, dickhead. Don't do that. 7, 13. 7, 8, 13. That's the one. That's the one right there. We found it. I can't stand Oscar, but I'm not saying that from what I've seen on TV. I've got to meet him. I got to meet him, and he's kind of an arse. Well, maybe he is, to be fair. Maybe he is. Please don't crash. I definitely will a couple of times, but you never know. Just had a small car crash, and turns out Swedish doctors really care about you. Oh. From the UK? Yeah, see, that kind of makes sense given how you chat, but yeah. That's tough, to be fair. That is tough. You alright, Adam? Feels good. I think we're ready for the Grand Prix. Let's go. I'll tell you what, I do like how I turned off the start lights. So now I actually have to look at those things. That's quite cool immersion. I like it. I can't get over how good that Williams livery looks, the purple one. There's some weird, like, pearlescent chrome on it, and it just looks the bollocks. I forgot the bloke who's made its name, but whoever it was, this is my description. Absolute go. It looks fantastic. Yep, Adam, we're doing good. We're just about to start the second Grand Prix of the day. Honestly, top 10 would be lovely. I don't think I'm going to do anything more than that. That would be, the maximum would be like a P9 or a P8, but yeah. Let us go. Snicker, thanks for the follow-on kick, mate. Very rare you see a follow-on kickers, but there you go. Good stuff. Let's go. My Grand Prix starts have been very good recently. Let's see how we get on today. I can't see the lights, so they're there. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh la la! I'm off, mate. See you in Neverland, you skinny bastard. See you later. Oh, we're going 3 wide. Go. It's Banana Leclerc. Banana Leclerc. Banana Leclerc. We've done him. What a start! 5 places gained in one, like, not even one corner. Half a straight. I'm also on an alternate strategy, it seems. Okay, that's good to know. Is that good? Oh no. Oh no. I've already crashed. It's been 1 lap. Right, I'm having to use my one. I need to stop saying my 1 flashback. I definitely just will use more. Has this career been at Zandvoort? No, this is Suzuka. They're quite... No, it's not China either. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, everyone. I know someone said don't crash, and I just did immediately. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I promise, I solemnly swear, I will no longer crash this entire Grand Prix. Okay? I made a promise. Pinky promise. Bow. Don't know if you saw that. Right, forget what I said, but it starts now. This is the one. I haven't crashed in 1 corner. We are so locked in now. Don't do yourself like that. I mean, it's true. That's the worst, like, sector I've ever driven. I've never crashed twice in one lap in, like a year. Why does it... I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know, mate. Could be some dodgy aftershave, I'm not sure. Right, well, aside from the banter and the awful driving standard, we have completed lap 1, 5 places up on everyone else. And I fancy a 6th. Max, Yuki Tsunoda, you're mid, you're awful. See you later. Now, of course, I am rocking the medium tyre, which is going to be, hopefully, keeps me in the top 5 until I pit. That'd be nice. Well, actually, no, until they go off on about lap 7. Wait, so I'm doing, what, 8 laps? No, I'm doing 7 laps. Okay, so 7 times 6 is... 42? 6, 12, 8, yeah. So my tyres will only be about 40% worn. At most 50. That's fine. My tyres will be cooked. They don't... I mean, yeah, 50's fine. I mean, in Melbourne, my mediums were up to 80. And that was on 10% differential. I'm back. Welcome back. Oh, wow. My straight line speed is nowhere. I've scanned DRS somehow. Hang on. Hamilton on softs. Sure thing. I could be an Alpine. That would actually be better than this car, to be fair. I'd probably be, well, faster than Norris in an Alpine. This car is way slower than the Alpine, in the R&D at least. So yeah, that'd be an upgrade. I've also got their engine, which is the slowest, so yeah, the odds are stacked against me. Okay, taking too much speed through there. Lesson learned. Good to know. I remember you? Of course I do, mate. Of course. Hey! Go on, Lando. Drift that bastard. I'm going for a Fernando Alonso type maneuver. Come on, in. Let's do the bastard. Up the inside of 130. Ah! I'm dead. I mean, that was a cool overtake, but I'm probably going to immediately lose the position. Don't care, it was cool. Bye, Lando. I'm not quick enough. Lando, come back! Please! Oh, Nelly. I honestly thought I'd be quicker than Hamilton at this point, considering his softs must be, like, in the mud at this stage, but evidently they're not. Am I Scottish? About 300 miles away, but no. I am almost entirely British or English, apart from a tiny bit of Irish and a tiny bit of Australian.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Actually, no, I'm lying. I've got a tiny bit of Scottish DNA from my great-great-grandfather who fought in World War I. But apart from that, no. I did one of them DNA tests.
Norris, just ahead. Push for the position. We can't let them
And yeah.
hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push back.
English, Scottish, Irish, Australian. That's me. That's me makeup. I just realised, why are them gravel things still there? It's been like a whole session.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I mean, to be fair, if you say British, that technically could also mean Scottish or Irish or Welsh. Wait, no, it's just Scotland and Wales, isn't it? A couple streets back, he crashed out because everyone was asking why he was Scottish. Yeah, that was really annoying. Yeah, stop. There's like a couple people that have this weird, like, obsession with just calling me Scottish and making me annoyed about it. I hate the Scottish. I hate when I go to Japan, spin you out. I agree. Bye, UK. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. I don't care, to be honest. I mean, I said I'd be happy with points, and I'm in the top, well, 5 still. It was always about this stage I was going to start losing immense pace and eventually positions as well. I predicted it. But that's fine. Because I'm going to pit onto mediums, get the undercut, bow. You're not working today? Well, considering I choose my own hours, yeah, just not now. Am I unemployed now? I'm self-employed, but I'm not unemployed. You stream for a living? No, no. I'm a graphic designer. I've said it multiple times, if I relied on this as my source of income, I'd be on the streets in about a week. That's not like being around the bush, that's just how it is. I do this purely for passion and just because I love it. Of course, one day I hope it can become at least a part-time job, but yeah, that's how it is. You should start, mate. You're getting more viral. Well, I can't really do more than I am. I stream near enough every day. I'm working on videos another, like, 3 hours. I'm putting in a good 6 to 7 hours a day making content. So it's just whether it happens or not. I mean, I'm not going to start making videos on what's trending, because I don't... That's not fun. Stay back, Charlie. You are a twat. Alright? I'm off all week with the weather, half thinking to start streaming. Well, if you can fit it within your, like, daily life schedule, there's not really a reason not to. Really? I mean, if I wasn't streaming every day or making content, I'd spend most of the day just sitting on my ass doing nothing. After I complete my work, it's just sort of like, well, what do I do now? Make challenge videos, like beating 0% AI with different challenges. That's on my idea list. I mean, you can see my recent 3 videos. Sort of sums up YouTube, really. One of them is my all-time most viewed video. The other 2 are kind of stunk. But things like that are on... I forgot to pit. So, things like that are on the list. Like, I want to try and beat lap records in like fully upgraded My Team cars and things like that. So they're on the idea list. I want to try and upload once a week, but that's going to be quite tricky. I'm 35, mate, not a young lad. Yeah, true. Still, my point still stands. Use half your battery when it's at 100, then you'll be behind him and stay behind him, and let your battery get back to 100 and then push him. I could do that. That will take a while, though. That only really works if you have, like, the same or better pace than the car ahead. I have much slower, so that won't really work. I do that most races, though. I do just stick behind people and just farm the RS and the DRS, but that doesn't always work when your car is so far behind, you know what I mean? I'm 24, but my knees are 87. I mean, that's only 4 years ahead of me. And obviously it's because of my weight, but my back feels like I'm at least in the 110s. I mean, I struggle to get upstairs before it's just like, me fucking back. Yeah, literally someone said that as I said it. I'm 23 and my back is from the Genghis Khan era. That is an unbelievable comment. But at least my back pain makes sense. I mean, when you sit down more than you stand up, because my job literally requires me to sit down, unfortunately, and you're also morbidly overweight, it kind of makes sense, but still. Still, at least I'm also unbelievably short. Genetics did not do me any favours. I'm kind of concerned. How am I not catching anyone? Oh, no, I kind of am. Not really. Well, Hamilton's right there, so I've got to get some overtakes done. See, this is where I could save up ERS, because I've just got so much better pace than everyone here. Should be able to get Gazzy up the inside of this corner. That was too close. I want Hamilton here, this would be huge. Oh, he's pushing me off the grass, you bastard! You can't do that, Lewis. How much overtake are you using, son? Bloody hell, lad. He's just used like a whole tank. Jeez Louise. Why am I using the racing line? Why not? Stop it. Behave. You're still not pitting, Valtteri? Okay, let me buy now. Come on. Oh no. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. It's 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 not going to work. It worked. Hello, UK! Odds? Did he start on mediums and I'm just blind? I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay, Aiden. Hamilton behind you now. It is
That's not my name.
for our race that we keep them behind, please.
The engine sound is amazing. I agree. It's a shame my driving right now, as you can see, is extremely awful. But the engine's nice. Well done to all this traffic, by the way, just holding the front runners up. This is great for my race, I think. Is it? Who knows? Mark is Scottish, is he? I want to be able to tell. What mods are these? Every single mod I'm currently using is in the description of the stream. Oh, hello. And then you pit. Oh, it's just glorious. Look at that. Thanks anytime, mate.
Okay, Callie's in the pits. Callie's in the pits now.
If I did that turn, I'd take out the whole track. Fair enough. Wait. Oh, I've done Leclerc and all. Merry Christmas, everyone. The undercut, the gift that keeps on giving. How am I only 5th? Oh. Okay, so I'm virtually 4th right now.
Okay, clear.
I am now... Oh. Oh, unlucky, mate. Unlucky.
Okay,
wait, they held everyone up? Oh, not by much. You all know that an F1 tyre can lose up to 30 grams per kilometre. I mean, mine are probably double that considering how much they wear. Bleeding out. A mod's only cosmetic? Yes. I think some mods change, like, the handling of the game and, like, how tyres work and things like that, but I don't use those. All my mods, I have engine sounds, I've got livery changes, and, of course, Sergio Perez and Cadillac, which replaces Connor Sport. I've seen Bearman's leaked Discord messages. Yeah, they're nowhere near as bad as people make them out to be. I mean, what's the big deal? He talks about Hamilton's Fortnite skin, and that's about it. He also calls Lance Stroll mid, which is just kind of true. I know it's different coming from another driver, but still, everyone sort of knows that. Bye, Archon! He's had an absolute worldie there.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
I'm not being funny. Virtual safety cars, when it says ending, it's supposed to be 3 seconds. That was not 3 seconds. That was about 6. Why? I thought I absolutely smashed it out the park. Like a Thomas Partey long shot or something. And then it does that. Okay, sure, who cares? Drive on pit camera? I don't know what that means, mate. I don't think I'd know where I'm going if I drove by the pit lane. Nice driving lines. I am just following a green line, to be fair.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
Okay, sure. Whatever! Oh, you mean the cockpit? What for? I don't like it, therefore I won't. Simple as. It's so strange when, like, pretty much everyone and their nan uses this camera, and yet I get so many people tell me to use the cockpit view, even though it's so much worse. But sure, if that's what you prefer, then cool. I'm just simply not going to do that, unfortunately. Maybe in a special one-off stream like I did in the Qatar full race, but yeah. Where in the UK am I from? Born and bred East London. Well, I was born in Hackney, and I live a little while away from that now. We're not too far. Alright, hello Hamilton! I'm aware you are in a much faster car, however, I have a thing called being human, therefore I can just barge you off the road if you feel like it. Alright. That probably won't matter, it'll probably just drive past with DRS anyway, it won't matter. I'm not sure why, but that virtual safety car has absolutely cooked my tyres. And I'm supposed to stay out until, what, lap 15 or something? Oh, no. Alright, well, top 7, or no, top 6 is the goal here. So, if both Ferraris end up beating me, then that's fine. Lando Norris leading the race, looking for back to... Wait, no, he isn't. Hey, Tsunoda's leading. Who's leading? Oh, Lando is leading. He's just that far ahead. Oh, fair enough. I couldn't actually see him, but he's... Yeah, okay, fair. It's not realistic. You need angling to be realistic. So once you seat in real F1, you'll be accustomed to dead angles. But I'm never going to get in an F1 car, so I don't get what your point is, mate. I don't play this game because I want to be realistic. I play it because it's fun. What? Something to do with the angles. I just simply don't like it. End of story. What's the big deal? Go and moan at the esports drivers. They are professionals who make a living on this game, who use this camera. Start on them, not me. Come on. I won't crash or anything. I just don't like it. Cool, that's it. Understeer theory. Oh my lord, that's bad. Oh my goodness. No, I don't, mate. Shut your mouth. How can my tyres be this dead? They're only at 30 and I feel like they're at double that. I cannot turn around a corner. I am driving a safety hazard. The FIA would look at this and go, that's not suitable to drive. You need to, like, black flag me. Ah! Where are you getting that straight line speed from? I seriously don't get where the AI get that from. I use 20% battery, which is definitely more than double what they use, and they're just gone. It's quite impressive, to be honest, but still. Also just stupid.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
Facecam is slow? I don't think it's slow or fast. I just don't like it. So, that's it. In the same way, like, I could stream myself playing FIFA. I don't like FIFA, so I won't. I don't like the cockpit cam, so I'm not going to use it. You know it's bad when even Carlos Sainz in the Williams is catching me. What's he doing in 7th, by the way? I feel like that's too high. And they're referring to this view, mate. They want me to do this. Which I get, like, yeah, cool. It's like first person, it's cool, but I don't like it. So yeah, they mean that. Banana Leclerc! Banana Leclerc! Sadly, he's not inbound. He's already... Boo! He's gone. But yeah. Right, Matix. Alright, time for my second stop. Finally, I can get off these awful mediums. Hopefully, I'll never have to use a medium tyre again in my life. It's so weird. For some reason, the medium tyre in this game just doesn't work for me. I am always so slow on the mediums. But the hards and softs, I'm gone. Unfortunately, you kind of need to use a medium during a race, so I'm kind of stuck in the mud a little bit. Why did Hamilton sign for Ferrari? Because he wanted to. Imagine an F1 driver who gets car sick. That would be quite bad. I think that'd just be projectile vomit everywhere. You could probably use it like a Mario, like Mario Kart power-up. You could just spew vomit into another driver's car. Don't let chat rage bait. It's very annoying, to be honest. Good to see you in the new year, still driving strong. I don't know about strong, to be honest, but we are here indeed here. We'll take that, but definitely not strong at the minute. I want to get ahead of Maserati. Okay. Right, welcome to stop number 2. We're now on the brand new hard tyres. We're going to the end on this race. On this tyre. We've got 11 laps to do. Actually, no, 12. And that's it, really. Just going to drive the car, see how we get on. I still want to try and get a top 6, but I honestly... Oh, wait, I forgot about rain. Oh. Do you want to know something? The idea that it's going to rain was not even remotely in my headspace. Well, that's my race done. Unlucky. Yeah, I have completely cocked that up. I was in 6th. I'm now 15th. And I've pitted, but it's going to start raining soon. That's why everyone was on the hards. So they could do medium, hard, inter. Whereas I'm going to do medium, medium, hard, inter. Well, obviously that... yeah, I've completely cocked that up. Unlucky. That is extremely tough. Yeah. Well, whatever happens during this race, it's completely my fault. Where's my battery gone?
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water.
Yeah, honestly, mate, you don't say. Right, this is definitely into condition now. I'm going to try and put a lap together. And hopefully I can pit and not be too far behind. Wow, Russell came in early bird. See, now you're seeing some car control.
DRS has been disabled by the steward. DRS will be offline.
Still though, this is quicker than Inters right now. I'm still going to pit for Inters, obviously, but I am getting myself back into this race and some. Look at the pace advantage I've got. I'm flying, son. Don't challenge me. I'm gone, lad. See you later, son. Call me Max Verstappen. Or Colin McRae or something. I'm off. See you later, boss man. Memory from earlier? I do, mate. You know, it's medium hard. That's very funny, mate. That's good stuff. Grow up. Mate, I'm cooking. It's all gone wrong.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Right, pit stop number 3. That's actually really annoying. I probably could have got a top 3 or top even a win if I just didn't pit for hards. I just forgot about the rain. That is literally what happened. Now, because I've been running, because I got my tyre pressures quite low, I'm hoping my pace is actually going to be quite strong. Although it's in the wet, so it's not going to be strong regardless. I'm useless in the wet, but you never know. It might be alright. Oh yeah, this track's getting musty. That's not the right word. It's damp. That's the one. Maybe points is doable, but honestly, I already made the mistake, so I deserve to not score points for my mistake.
Okay, clear.
Yellow flag somewhere. I don't know what's happened, but don't care. Oh, Ollie Behrman's out. Unlucky, mate.
Okay, we've got to focus
VSC.
on the VSC delta. Forget the old objective. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low.
I am.
Slow your pace immediately.
Oh. Max Verstappen. I mean, Max Verstappen is right there, to be fair. I forgot about my brake bias. I'm feeling pretty confident, which is the first time ever, I think, in wet conditions. I'm fast. I don't know about that one, Garage, to be fair. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't feel very fast at the minute. I think there is definitely there's a whole nother level I can drive at that I'm just simply not at today. This is the longest VSC of all time.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flag.
Oh, no! That was bad. I thought I had the restart of a lifetime and then I did that. What a dickhead! Honestly, I think 60 brake bias might be too harsh. Let's lower it to like 54. See how we get on. Oh yeah, could do 54. Arlen, he's a blue just like his dad. Now we're at the Yeti X. Arlen, hey, Arlen, and he was from Germany. He's to win the Champions League. Arlen. This is getting to full wet conditions now. Pause it to read this. In the wet, you want to brake in the middle of the track, just off the racing line, because the rubber makes the racing line slippery. You turn in earlier and cut across the line. I might try that, however, my brain won't do that by itself, so that, yeah. I love Formula 1, I'm a big fan, me too, mate. Prez is also my favourite driver. Off to work, cheers for the entertainment. See you later, F1 Yapper. Great name, by the way. Thanks for stopping in. How often do F1 drivers change things like brake pressure? I'm not sure about brake pressure, but they change at least something, probably 3 times a lap. You hear it on the radio all the time, like position, all that stuff. I mean, look at the wheel, all that stuff. Does that actually work in the F1 game, though? I'm sure that probably works in real life, but I don't know if that would carry over to the game. Oh, look at this track now. This is proper full wet territory. I'm still not... I'm going to finish probably here, by the way. I'm so slow in the wet compared to the dry that I'm just simply not going to gain places. As much as I'm actually quite enjoying this, because it's like right on the edge and car control and all that, I'm just simply really slow, as you can see. Another yellow? Can brake way later through there.
Green flag. Right, there's a big incident in front of you. Red flag, red flag.
What is happening in this race?
Okay.
I'm waiting for my PC to be repaired. I want to race so badly. I wake up at 6 AM to stare at my wheel every morning until it comes back. Nice. I have had PC problems. My power supply blew up once.
Okay,
I'm sorry to hear that.
A free stop. So let's think
Alright,
very carefully about our
this is
strategy for the rest of this
F125,
race.
and I've got a Thrustmaster open wheel add-on. Do I always race electric? Oh, this ain't electric, mate. This is as internal combustion as you can get. This is a mod that makes the car sound like a V10 from the early 2000s. If you listen to that, that is not electric. Electric didn't exist when this engine was about. It's a shame you can't change your car. I know you can under red flags, like wing angles, like you can during a normal pit stop, but they don't let you, which is tough. However, 5 laps on the inters. We do have a race restart, so you never know. I might be able to gain a couple places. Put softs on, mate. You might be a genius. You know what, actually? It does say it's going to be dry, but I don't know. I can't see. You might be able... You can either be signed by Ferrari or by Red Bull, because that will either be the best or the worst strategy. No middle ground. What's the name of the game? F125. Is Max better than Lewis? No. Okay, you need to go to Ferrari, mate. It's pissing down. And we're off. I forgot there's no lights. I was looking for the lights. Hello, geezer. Oh, my. You are sending it, Hulkenberg. Go on, my son. Up into the points. I really want to stay in the points. Please, pretty please, pretty please. No. Don't you dare. That's the one. Yeah. Into the top 10. Almost out of the top 10. In the top 10. Let's... I can't drive. My car is all over the shop. Ah. Get on that dry line where it's nice and grippy. Now, when I said 20%, I mean, the cars have batteries, like electric batteries. They're hybrids. But they don't solely base on electric. Hello? No. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, my. I'm actually quite impressed with my car control here, to be honest. I'm doing some incredible near saves. My stroke line speed is so bad. Help me. Jeez Louise, that's some braking power. Favourite track? Spa-Francorchamps. To drive at, if you mean. To watch, probably Interlagos. Whee! Oh no, I'm on the grass. I'm dead. Keep going wide through there. It's not what you want. Grip up for me, baby. Come on. I'm so slow. Oh my, I can't get used to the braking. The braking is so good. It's like surprising me. I don't think I've ever made a mistake like that because I actually brake too early. That's quite incredible. We live 30 minutes from Kota. That's quite cool. Good track, that. What is Kota? Circuit of the Americas, which is where F1 races at Texas in the US Grand Prix. I understand Ferrari plays so good compared to other teams, but Ferrari to me is meh. They make bad choices constant, but I'm not pro. Of course, Ferrari are awful, but Hamilton didn't go there to, like, win. He went there because he wanted to. He wanted to finish his career driving for Ferrari, which he always wanted to do. And if he could win there, all the more to it, all the big bonus. Where's my battery gone? Why have I got nothing left? Why have I got nothing left? Where's it all gone? Oh, Nelly, oh, Noolah. Not like this, Russell. Push him wide. Push him wide. He's a bastard. Push him wide. That's the one. Oh, God, I'm dead. I'm dead. The car control is, like, so good that it's actually making me slow because I shouldn't need to be correcting this much. That makes sense. Like, look at this. I should not have to do this. I'm sorry, I just shouldn't. It's a great display of talent, but at the same time, no. I didn't even realise the amount of excitement I'm going to feel listening to that F1 theme and then seeing Perez on the intro. Oh my word. Does this game have VR? Oh, I should have said VR. VIR is a track? I don't know what that is, so probably not. This game has the official F1 calendar and that's it. So if it's not on that, then no. P9 is obviously a lot lower than I should really get, but considering I'm awful in wet conditions, I'm actually quite happy with this, how this has gone. I still think there might be a little P8 on the cards as well, but that's going to be quite tricky. Especially when you do like something that's... Especially when you do something that's... Alright. Alright. That was a crash out. That was a bad crash out as well. That was bad. Alright, everyone. Franco in the points? Yeah. Yeah. Turn off flashback? No, I'm alright, mate. I'm good. If you give me a good reason, then sure. But whatever you say, it won't be. Alright, final lap. Try to survive challenge. Virginia International Raceway. They haven't done open wheel in a while. I've never heard of that, to be fair. Defend, defend. Okay, we're good. Yeah, see, that's not normal. I don't think my car is supposed to be doing that kind of stuff. To be fair. Do you like that, by the way? Someone complains about my game, I say, give me a reason why, they say nothing. It's almost like these people have the pure objective to get attention, and when they don't get it, they give up. But like I said, all things considered, with how awful I am in the wet, my objective was to be in the top 10. I should have realistically got a top 5, because, well, I've done an extra pit stop compared to everyone else, basically. And even with that, to still get top 10 is quite promising. I think this has looked good for the future, you know? One of my probably my second weakest track on the calendar. In the wet, which I'm awful. And I'm still scoring points. Lando Norris goes back to back. Good stuff for him. Don't know who got. It's going to be Max in second and one of the Ferraris in third. And we take P8. Don't like the curbs that much. I can't help it, mate. It's just instinct. Like I said, I drive almost subconsciously. It's just what my brain does. Driver of the day as well. I don't know how. I only gained 2 places from where I started, but sure thing, boss. I've recently got F1 2020, and it's so much better than 25 in my opinion. It's a lot more realistic, and mistakes are more punishing. I can kind of agree on the mistakes bit, but I've put about 100 hours into that game. I really, really don't like it. I'd actually put it as my second least favourite. I'd go 25, 23, 21, 24, 22, 2020, 22. I really don't like it. I'm in school right now. Be careful, mate. You don't want to get caught with your phone out. No more Perez. Oh my god, I've just seen that profile picture. That's great. Now, Perez is gone, mate. I'm class. I only gained 1 Who took a grid penalty? Piastri did. Why? Why are you taking a grid penalty? Why are you taking an engine penalty in the second race? What on earth? Well, anyway, we take 8th in the race. Like I said, all things considered, I'm more than chuffed with that. The driver standings then is going to look like this. Lando has got 50 points, 2 for 2. Good stuff. We're 34 points back, 16 races from 2 races in the worst car by far. Good stuff. Excuse me, how'd Valtteri Bottas get on? Not good. Not good. Constructors looks like this. 16, not bad. I think you need a haircut. Why you say that, mate? My hair's fine. Anyway, that's the Constructors. McLaren have got 58. Oscar, 8 points in 2 races. Already 42 behind his teammate. That's tough. Good race, though. Good race. Lava Lamp in 26. Didn't realise I was cool like that. It doesn't really work, though. It just sits at the bottom like that. I'm so tough. I mean, I don't get that. Why do people spell tough wrong? I mean, I don't spend my entire life on the internet, so I don't really get the whole gist of it, but why do people purposely spell tough wrong? It's T-O-U-G-H, not T-U-F-F. I get if you're American and, like, you struggle to spell, because they all do. That kind of makes sense. It's a joke. Calm down. But yeah, I don't get it. I'm skinny. Well, we don't need to lie now, do we? No, I'm not drinking Alpine, mate. I'm good.
Hey, just
see, that's it, mate. That's how you spell tough. Thanks for like, you know, showing this random person. Minecraft head shape? No, I'm not. My head isn't square, mate. It's round. If you said watermelon, fair enough, but no. Or bowling ball. So, because you said I need a haircut, I said no I don't. You're now spamming the chat with random... Well, I was going to call them insults, but they're so bad I wouldn't even call them insults. I don't know. Luff. You can't even spell the wrong way to spell tough right anymore, mate. You've had a stinker. Best career decision, I agree, mate. I mean, why would you join Alpine? I know they're not doing too bad, but I mean, come on. Tough guys, the worst troll ever. I don't get it. Honestly, I want to know. What is the deal? Why? What does it mean? I don't get it. You're trying to, like... I don't know what you're trying to be, but it's not working because I don't get it. It's just odd. It's just odd behaviour. They're French. That would make sense. That would put 2 and 2 together, to be fair. I like you? Well, I don't like you. Go away. I love you and Suzuka. Oh, I've just gone into the Grand Prix. Well, I'm not doing the Grand Prix, because I only do 2 races a stream, but I've gone into the Grand Prix weekend, I guess. Sure. Okay, well, we'll look at the home screen of this, I guess. But this is where I'm going to be leaving you lot, unfortunately. I only do 2 races a stream due to burnout, and also... that's all I have time for, simple as. But yeah, that was 2 good races to start off this career mode. I enjoyed it, that was good fun. Shut up! I hope you become the best F1 gamer YouTuber that day, one day. Well, that would be quite the achievement. It's 6 in the morning here. I just fell asleep for 10 minutes while watching. I mean, that could be a crazy power nap. I'm currently 20 hours deep. I woke up at 3 PM yesterday. It's now 1 PM. So actually, it's 22 hours now. So yeah, we're cooking. But there you go. Well, day in life of F1 Crim. But yeah, that is going to be unfortunately where I'll leave you lot today. I hope you did enjoy the first episode of this. I think I'll be doing this again tomorrow. I'm not too sure. My next stream, I should stop saying tomorrow because my current stream schedule wouldn't imply that. But you know what I mean. I need to work out the calendars, but I want to have a system where I can do my Schumacher career, the Lamborghini My Team, and the CHECO driver career, and I can schedule it so I'm not always doing the same races back to back. So I think I might do Lamborghini next, and then I'll do a couple CHECOs in a row, and then I'll go back to doing the Schumacher. So hopefully what I'll end up doing is I won't end up doing the same tracks constantly. That's the aim anyway. I guess I'm 18, well, +1. I'll be 20 in May. So yeah. Not far off. But yeah. Thank you for watching today. I do appreciate you lot tuning in, as always, because it's just quite cool, really. Just the whole concept of that, people watching me. It's a bit odd, but there you go. Welcome to making content. Hopefully, I'll try and be back tomorrow, but my sleep schedule is that of a, you know, it's like if I was living in the United Arab Emirates. You know? If I was in their time zone, it'd be alright, but I'm not. I live in England, so it's very cooked. But we'll see how it goes, so yeah. Thank you for watching today. Hope you have a good rest of your weeks, and I'll see you next time. See you when I see ya. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.